apologize for the interruption. It just said there was a CE error in the broadcast. I don't know why. Is there a game that came out this weekend? Or Friday or something for PlayStation?
Yeah, H1Z1 came out last week.
Okay, well that
smashed.
explains a lot. Yeah, when you get a game that comes out, and especially a game, in fact, that is very buggy, which I will admit, and so will the people who create H1Z1. It's an open beta, though. Sorry, guys, we had an interruption. I'm assuming it's because of all the uproar for H1Z1 being up. There's probably a lot of people online for playing PlayStation.
It'd be really heavy traffic as well, because
heavy.
I know in the UK we've got
Sword,
like a national holiday today.
Sam Sword said hi. He's in the chat.
Hey, bro, get in the chat, man.
Get in the chat, man. Where are you at? We need the guru. Get over here.
Come in with the get on the headset. You don't have to play or anything, bro. I'm not streaming. I'm just in here chatting away. Come on, mate.
Sweet stream, guys. I'm watching Zane stream at the moment, but I will jump in on later on. Okay. All right, buddy. I'll be on for a little bit.
Did you say Zane was up? Sorry.
Zane is streaming right now.
Oh, bro. I might have to go and check that out, because I do have
Hey, fantastic. How you doing, buddy? Let's pop up Zane's stream and see what he's got going on. I believe I have him. I mean, we could check it out. We're just having some discussion, Sword, about the update and just speculative things between me and Sam, and things that me and you have talked about. Things that we'd like to see, things that they could do. And I've told everybody that's watching, this is no guarantee for this game. I'm not saying that this is what's going to be. Yes, fantastic. No Man's Sky. I'm not saying that this is what this game's going to be, because it very well could not be this. He's setting up a trade route on his perma station.
I see that, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That's very cool. So yeah, for right now, me and Sam have just been discussing, like I said, the update thing and what we can, some of the things that we could expect to see, but not, no guarantees on what it is. We're just, trying to kind of give everybody a, just giving everybody our thoughts on what we think and what we'd like to see in there. If you get a chance, yeah, Sword, hop in. I don't want to keep you from Zane's stream. I know that's a good stream. If I'd have known he was streaming, I probably wouldn't have streamed right now, but no big deal. So we're just collecting. As a matter of fact, this is Sword's base that we're actually collecting, his circuit board farm. He is the man. He made this farm for all of us to kind of be able to make money and get more units and be able to buy things that we want to buy. And if you get a chance, give him a friend request. That's his name. You can see it in the chat. That's the name that appears on his PlayStation. You see him in the chat or something, doing a live chat or something, or in a party chat, and it's open, and you live stream and hop in and talk to him, man. He's a great guy. He'll give you a lot of advice. It'll help you out. Trust me, he's helped me out. I can't even explain to you how tremendously he's helped me out. So we're just collecting, we're just getting some money right now. That's pretty much what we're doing. I'm apparently not in space yet, so now I'm in space. I'm away from the planetary. So what we'll probably do is just hop directly over here.
Sorry, buddy, what was that?
Oh, I'm just letting everybody know where we're going, where I'm going, and things like that. Yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with YouTube's broadcasting, and I don't necessarily want to say it's YouTube, because it's probably, it may not be. But for all I know, it could be PlayStation Network, high traffic area, high traffic time. It could be YouTube having some issues as well. I don't know that for sure. Or it could be No Man's Sky as well. There's nothing really saying that it is or it isn't. So we're gonna head over to, now this is Sword's living glass farm, which nets you, I think it's, what is it, 18 mil or 14? I can't remember exactly what it is. I have to look afterwards. When I sell, we'll have to check it out whenever we sell. I usually take it back to my system anyways. My system gets a better sell rate than anywhere else. Normally does. But I have sat here before, and if you sit here if you farm, let's say you farm this farm, and you wait about 15 minutes, it's usually ready to be farmed again. if you do it the way that you're supposed to. Okay. That's later. Sword will be back later. It was nice seeing you, Sword, my man. I appreciate you stopping by. So yeah, the way I do it, just because these things take the longest, I take the copperite first and his splitting glass farm, and then normally by the time that you have gotten all this, 15 minutes have already passed. So you can normally just wait 15 minutes and it all should be respawned. But what I do first is I grab all the copperite, and then I grab all the gamma. So I just go through and I grab all these.
I've completely forgotten my train of thought now on what I was actually trying to achieve.
In your game?
Oh, you know when you like jump out in the space station, you're like, oh, I just chill
weren't
here.
You trying to get
okay.
Weren't you trying to get a Corvax cube, you said?
That's right, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what I am.
Anytime, buddy.
I need to find, what I need to find is the economy scanner.
Oh, you just, if you just hop, now you want to stay in Gex systems, but what I've learned, it helps, if you just hop from Gex to Gex system, you usually find it. I found mine within 5 warps. Oh, 5 warps. It took me 5 warps and I found my economy scanner.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take me too long, to be honest with you.
No, I mean, I just grabbed...
It's quite a common one, if I remember right.
I grabbed some... I think I can remember if I grabbed antimatter or if I just grabbed the other things and I crafted the antimatter. But, I just crafted everything, and then, once I was done crafting everything, I just, kept a bunch of cells or warp cells in my inventory, so that way I could just keep hopping. And then once I found it, I just, I was good after that. It didn't take too long, though. What's taken forever is these manufacturing facilities, because they don't always give you the sometimes you might be in a system for a while and you might have to go check these things out to clear the waypoints that you have in order to find the manufacturing facilities, which in itself is a pain in the butt. But once I have everything for either or of the stasis devices, one or the other, I mean, I'll still keep looking for manufacturing facilities, but I'll be able to create one of them at least. And that will be lovely, because I could not imagine having 9 of those igniters at 18 million apiece. That would be one very beautiful thing to have. I mean, you'd make enough, probably enough for your freighter in 2 runs. 2 hours, you'd have enough for a freighter. The highest freighter. I mean, 1 run you'd have enough for a decent freighter. But yeah, normally I do the gamma weed, and then so everybody can see, I do the gamma weed and the copperite first. They take the longest to spawn in. The frost crystals don't take long to make the glass. They take a 15-minute respawn, which I'm sure most people know. The people who don't are new to the game that are watching this. It's the least amount of time for a plant to grow. These take, I believe, a half an hour, and so does the copperite takes a half an hour to respawn. So I try to collect all these first. Now, I usually check my inventory to make sure that that's the starship. I want my inventory. So my inventory is not completely full yet, so we're pretty good. It filled up a little bit, but we can actually clear some of this. Actually, let me go in here real quick, guys. I don't really like stopping normally, but let's run in here real quick. I want to clear a little bit of room. Normally I wouldn't stop, but I need to clear some room, and I have some warp cells to create, so hopefully there's some thamium in here. And there is. I can make about 2 or 3 of these warp cells, which will clear about 3 spaces up. I can fill them up my freighter and my ship with them. And while I'm here, let's see, grab this plutonium to pop in now. Okay, let's craft our warp cell. We got 1 warp cell, 2 warp cells, 3 warp cells, and that's it. And then we'll hop over to our starship, go into the hyperdrive. And let's check our freighter. Let's see what that's at. Okay. So we opened up 3 spaces, which is nice. And then we'll hurry up and do this, which only took about an extra minute, so it'll take an extra minute to respawn. But I'm not going to stay here. You know what? I might. I'm going to double my money. I'll have two transactions at roughly 20 million apiece. That'll give me about 50. I think it's if you stay here twice and you do the circuit board, it's a little under or over 50 million, which should put me in a good place for now. So maybe we will stay and hang out here for 15 extra minutes once we're done, and then we'll go look for some manufacturing facilities. But yeah, anyways, what we were talking about Semtex. Sorry we got sidetracked and sword hopped in. Yeah, they hired Sean Murray hired the procedure generation guy because he's a whiz. I mean, look at Sean Murray; he's a whiz in itself. I mean, he created this engine on his own, and that is saying a lot. I mean, I don't care what anybody says about the game was a rough start; it didn't do as well. You know what? I don't want to hear it because I'd like to see you sit back and create a procedural generation engine and it worked this well. And I can guarantee it won't. I guarantee you wouldn't even get past the first hour of trying to create one. Everybody thinks it's so easy.
I don't think it'd be an easy thing for him to do it, but I think they've definitely got the best people for the job there.
Oh, he does. I'm just saying for the people that complain about him. Complain, oh, this game, it's a bad start, they didn't do it right, this and that. Well, he did create this engine on his own, so why don't you give him some, give him...
like, from my perspective, it's like, well, if the game isn't that good, if it's that terrible, then please, by all means...
Get rid of it. Don't play it.
Go and build me a better game.
Right. That too. If you can do a better job, then do it. Yep. Shut up.
Your opinion isn't valid. You probably haven't played the game since it came out. You probably played it for like all of 5 hours, didn't find anything because you've got no staying power or imagination. So yeah.
I'll be honest.
A better game,
and I wasn't one of the people that said it. I didn't say that it sucked there. I just said that I didn't like it because in the beginning because I didn't know what I didn't know what to do. I was, there is no tutorial, and I have admitted that several times. The tutorial for this game is not very good.
That was kind of the perspective that Sean was going for, though. He wanted to bring a game to people that not when he says exploring, it doesn't just mean sort of like walking around on a planet looking at fish and stuff. It's like actually discovering things for yourself, not only like items, but the mechanics of the game. So you're then able to like do things.
I believe
that was all part and parcel of it.
And I believe that he should keep that the way that it is. I do believe that.
Yeah.
I just think that in the beginning they should.
I'm completely honest.
In the beginning, the tutorial is very helpful now. Building the base tutorial in this things and what you need, that is very helpful. And I think that's something that they did need. Now, once that's done, they don't give you any direction, and that's good. They kind of added a little bit, say, hey, here's what you need to do and have done, and these are the things that you can do. The rest of the things that you can do, you need to figure out on your own. Explore.
I still think even the story as it is right now, if I'm completely honest, is a little bit handholdy. Like, I feel it's like a little bit too structured, because you can just whip through all of this stuff. I mean, I've spent, 35 hours or whatever going through, and I'm pretty much maxed already. Like, other than having, like, freighters and stuff, like, my character is almost completely done. All I'm doing now is flying around to different space stations, getting nanites to get the blueprints, but there will be hardly any difference between my main character that's got over 700 odd hours on and this character that I've only but it's these processes.
Right, and like I said, it
took longer because you had to discover.
Right, and
you know what I mean.
I do agree that was what he wanted, but I think at the same time he understood that there was that for some people it confused them and it deterred them from the game, and he didn't want to deter someone from the game. He just wanted them to, find it out on their own. But he realized that some people, they're not they don't, when there's no understanding of what you're supposed to do, some people they freeze up. Well, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? What steps do I take? Which is why I think the communities are great. You know, they offer help, they offer advice, they'll put you on the right path. And I think that if with the communities, but some people don't know the communities even exist, and that's an issue. You know, new players don't know that the communities exist. I didn't even know that these communities existed. Now I do, but before I didn't. And I told Sword, I said, if you wouldn't have came along, you know, I was playing for 3 or 4 hours when he popped in, and I didn't know what to do. And I was at the point where I'm like, I'm about to shut her down. You know, I'm not getting anywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where any of these plants are. I don't know how the planetary systems work. You know, I didn't know how plants worked or where they were and all that. But when he popped in, and it's not that he gave me the answers, per se, is the fact that he just said, look, man, you know, build your base, do your base missions, is what he told me. Do your base missions, and then I'll talk to you once you're done. So as I started doing my base missions, I finished them, and as I was finishing them, he was explaining to me, okay, there's portals, you know, there's different plants, and they grow in different environment types. And I said, okay, so you're saying, like, if, you know, freezing plant grows in a freezing planet? Yes. And I'm like, so a hot planet grows, or hot plant that needs to be super hot grows on a hot planet? He goes, exactly. Once I was explaining smaller aspects of it, you know, without any, you know, knowing any of the blueprints or anything for anything, I understood. You know, I knew what was the main goal of this, was to pretty much make this game your own game, to do whatever you choose to do.
To give you an open sandbox galaxy, effectively, and
right.
to like then go and you know, like I keep saying this to everyone, like what the game really needs is community tools, like with the PvP and the hubs, so that people can then go and roleplay in this game properly.
Correct.
And actually use it as a stage to put stories out there on YouTube, like you see in Minecraft, DayZ, all of those kind of open sandbox, even GTA. People are able to use those games as a stage, and the props in that game to kind of do that. And we've got some amazing prop assets already in the game that you could use to tell some really cool stories, like the abandoned buildings and everything.
Yeah.
You could like use that as like a background for like, oh, you've gone to visit your friend and you found this, and now you're on a mission to go and find your friend across the galaxy, and you can
right.
go and see cool stuff, and you know, you get attacked by pirates, and you could literally use it as like an incredible sci-fi stage to tell kind of those stories.
And I do agree with
Sci-fi
you.
westerns and all of that stuff.
I think
it's
that's
what it needs for the game to stand on its own legs.
I do believe in that, and I do think it's a good idea. Now, there's some things that me and Sword disagree on, and nothing against Sword. It's his own opinion, and I respect Sword's opinion. I no disrespect to him at all. When I'm talking about this, I'm just saying, for me and him, there's everybody has different views, you know, different opinions,
yeah.
and that's fine. That's perfectly allowed. But I think I'm pretty sure it was.
Opinions are like bumholes. Everyone's
right.
got one, and everyone else stinks. You know what I mean? That's just that is just
right.
the nature of. Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is me and Sword were discussing the building effect, and that he told me originally when you built, there was no building limit. Well, in my opinion, I feel that there shouldn't be a building limit. If you claim a planet as your home planet, and that is your home planet, you should be able to build wherever you want. That's just my opinion. If you want to build if you want to build a giant city, you should be able to build a giant city. That's your planet. You claim that system.
There probably is sort of like limits within the game of the nature of because you've got to think every time you're going to place a building where you choose, effectively the game has to terraform that bit of land on a planet that's been generated.
I was hoping you touched that subject. I was really hoping you touched that terraforming subject. For me, I believe that should be a thing.
Oh yeah, I think that would be an awesome thing. Like, I think that would be like a really cool thing to like find a dead moon and to bring it back to life, and for there to be some kind of.
And it doesn't necessarily take away from the game either. You know
No,
what I mean?
not at all. Because
Let's
you're taking dead moons and you're making them into lively moons. Like no one's going to
even
care if there's
even
one
a
less
dead
dead moon.
even a dead planet. I feel like you should terraform that. Like let's say you find a dead planet, and you know it's just I've never seen lava in the game, but I mean, let's say that there was magma on a planet. Let's say you found a dead planet, and that was something they had. And this is an out there. You know, it's not a factual thing. I'm just stating that now. This is just imaginative. Let's say that there's a planet that you find is dead and has lava on it, and you think it's cool, and you'd love to build on it. Well, then you know maybe you have to get a device, and maybe it costs a lot of money. It very well should. I feel that if you're going to find a device that terraforms an entire planet, it should cost you a lot of money. I feel it should cost you probably more than a freighter does. You're terraforming an entire planet. It's not like you're buying a freighter. I mean, freighters compared to a planet, a freighter's a very small thing. But I do feel that it maybe the item can cost you a lot of money, or maybe let's say that maybe not just the item, maybe let's say perhaps maybe you have to charge the item a lot. You have to keep it running constantly, so that the machine or whatever it is, maybe the machine slowly terraforms the planet as it moves, and helps it grow. Maybe that's how it works. Whatever it may be, I mean, that would be something that would be very interesting to implement into this game. I mean, this game to me is similar to the game that I played 7 Days to Die. It has unlimited potential. I mean, you can take this game and run with it. I mean, there's so many avenues that Sean Murray could take in this game that would be awesome, that he hasn't taken yet. They're still open to him. Not saying that in a bad way, like he's not taking them in a bad way. He just, they're there. And I'm sure he knows that. Like I said, he's a smart person. Obviously created this game, created the engine. But these are just ideas that me and Sam are throwing around to anybody who's watching. It's not us saying, hey, this is what this is going to be. No, we're saying that these are ideas that very well could happen if they chose to, that are feasible. Whether they do them or not, that's not up to us. But
I mean, I'm absolutely positive that like the way that they'll put multiplayer in, it's something that's been in their mind. It's something they will have mulled over since like the game's inception. So they've been sort of like thinking what would be a cool way to implement multiplayer for the last like 8 years. You know what I mean? And because they are so clever, they've given us what they've got. I have absolute faith in kind of whatever their vision of multiplayer and how they want to put it into this game is going to be epic, and we're all going to really enjoy it anyway, even if it's not anywhere near what any of us have imagined so far, if you know what I mean.
yeah, correct. I mean, it very well could be. I mean, it might not be what we imagine, but it's going to be good. I have faith in them that it's going to be good, no matter what.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hands down, it's going to be spot on. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the greatest things. Yeah, I feel that it'll be probably one of the greatest things, created. Is the things they do. It'll be great, no matter what it is, because Sean Murray's proven that he has done nothing. I know I forgot something. Probably not going to stick around this planet, guys, for another 15 minutes. I'm gonna go sell these things, but you know what? Maybe I will. It's only 15 minutes. I just feel bad making them watch an extra 15 minutes for no reason. You know what I mean? I feel bad making you guys watch for 15 minutes while I'm just kind of standing here. But maybe, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on this planet there was let me pop down here real quick. There was a building or some area, green exclamation point or question mark to investigate. Let's see. I don't remember which direction it was exactly, but I'm sure it's somewhere. Oh, there's a trade station right there. There we go. Look at that. maybe this trade station will yield me a manufacturing facility on later. And that would be a traveler. Look at that. I don't even have travelers anymore, but I have one right here. Traveler Elf. Offer 15 nanites. Ask where they came from. Should I offer 15 nanites or ask where they came from? That's the question. Or should I barter 200 titanium? Let's come back to him in a sec. Maybe I've never bartered with him. See what happens. I came here to really get Thamium and asked them if there was a manufacturing facility around here while we're waiting for that stuff to respawn. Thamium, there's some. I always carry some Thamium on me. Okay, there we go. Well, I didn't see if they had some titanium on them. I don't believe they do. There's a green marker over there. We can check that out too. I don't think they do have any titanium on them. They have zinc. No titanium. Some gold, some star bulb. That's really it. Alright, well, I don't really want to offer him my 15 nanites. I want my 15 nanites. Request dialect help. There we go. Learn a new word. Let's see if they ask for directions. Operation center. Okay. Is that off planet or is that on planet? I believe it's off planet. Oh, that doesn't really help me. I really don't want to know what's off planet. I want to know if there's a manufacturing facility on this planet. So, yeah. Hopefully we can get Sword in here at some point. I'd love to talk and chat with Sword. If I get a chance to. Well, they have pretty much given me the same thing. Maybe we'll go check out this operation center real quick, guys, and come back to the planet, and hopefully it's, you know, still here. Let's go check it out. My phone's going crazy right now. Alright, Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone ringing like crazy. Titans Tracks. Yo, OG just dropping by the show to show some support. Best of luck, my friend. Oh, thank you very much, Titan Tracks. I appreciate it, man. Very, very much. Thank you for the love. Lovely. Oh, no, it's not a thing.
I wonder what happened to his main stream.
So we're gonna head over to this operations center. Take some time. Titan Tracks stopped by the stream, showing some love. I appreciate it. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I believe I've checked out Titan sometimes, a couple times, and I believe he does some YouTube stuff on No Man's Sky as well. So if you get a chance, guys, hop over to his channel and subscribe to him and check his videos out. Like them; they're very good content. As well as Sword. Please stop over and check out Sword's content. Sword's the guy who created all these farms, those 2 farms you see me. And he has several other ones that he's in the process of creating right now, helping the community out, helping them get money. As well as Semtex, who's with me. That's Semtex UK, SEMTEX UK, all one word, lowercase. Give him a check. Shout out to him because he does some good content too with Sword and me. What we usually do is when we're streaming, either one of us or all of us or together jointly. We usually do it together and chat together and have a good time. So give him some love. Go over to the pages, give him a subscribe, hop back over. Right now we're checking out this operations center, which obviously has a lot to it. Kind of wants to manipulate our bolt caster. That's really a little bit more reinforced than most of them. Oh, now I'm getting shot. Hello, you're in there. And now I'm out. And now you can't do anything because I'm in here. You could be in here. You can't shoot me in here. Research specimen. Hopefully I get this right. Whenever it asks me this question, which I don't really know what it's going to ask me, but let's see. I rapidly flicked through alien warnings to discover what brought the facility offline. All too late, I realize I'm doing the exact same thing again and again. I've done this before many times. Warning, time. Reset clock. The loop in time for several days, an automatic process eventually rescues me. So, unfortunately, we have to reload because we answered wrong. I answered wrong, so I have to reload the save. I've seen warning in time and assumed that they wanted me to reset the clock, which would make sense, but maybe it must be something different. So we'll try it again. Hopefully I get it right the second time. But who knows? Maybe I won't. Maybe I get it wrong. I hope not.
Don't know what to eat. I hate that when you're like hungry but you're not sure what you're hungry for.
Right. I've had that happen all the time. My wife normally keeps a bunch of leftovers in the fridge for me, or I eat her food. One of the two.
Yeah, I don't know whether to cook something or just to go out and get some food. Really, I'm not sure.
I don't know why I hopped back in my ship for whatever reason. Do it inside the code. I want them to get out of there. They're shooting at me. Come on inside. And I want you to go in here. And before we grab the stuff, let's see. Recharge flux crystals. Engage temporal capacitor. That was not the correct answer either, so I'm assuming it's the middle one, unfortunately, guys. Sorry. I was wrong 2 out of 3, so the third time obviously is going to be the right one, but sucks that it took me 3 times to get it. Okie doke. I'm just waiting for it to load here. Well, okay. Well, now that we know that we've answered it wrong twice, we know the middle answer is the right one. Unfortunately, it didn't take that long. I don't have too much of the Korvax language, and if I was a Gek, I usually can get more words than what I've gotten.
Yeah, I find that really weird. Since I've started my new save, like on my other save, I can read everything they say.
Right. I can read most of what they say, or pretty much get a general idea of what it is. But being it's as a Korvax system, I don't really have. I don't really know too much about the Korvax language, so I guess it is engaged temporal capacitor. And now the facility resumes operations, and I got a new formula. Oh, an Atlas Pass B3 card. Finally.
Oh, I hate you.
There we go. That's a good find, guys. That is awesome. Let's grab our nanites that we left here.
That is a good find. I haven't found that yet. That's
now I can go into the...
Where did you get it from, just out of interest?
Operations Center.
Operations Center, okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to check that out. Now, I have heard that some people have gotten them from people in the actual space stations. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up to the space station now and see if I can purchase. I believe I can purchase everything but the... I should be able to purchase the titanium up there as well. I'm pretty sure on that. So we'll head to the space station real quick and see if we can purchase that and get that pass going. That'll allow us to access a lot of extra things as well, which is nice. Let's head up here. And hopefully the space station will pop up on our screen at some point. There it goes. And hopefully it's not behind any of the planets here. And it's not, so we're good. And I want to make sure that I get at least... No, I don't want that space... Nope. I think I got the space station, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was a good find. It's cool that I got it on stream, absolutely. Too. You guys see me find it. So you can find them in operations centers if nobody knows that. Now you do. Oh, pulse engine's offline because I ran out of fuel. Good thing I bought all that iron.
Sorry, bud, I missed that. What was that?
No, you're good. I said, good thing I purchased all that iron, which apparently is not on here. I purchased a bunch of iron on my ship, and now it's gone. For some reason.
You didn't flick it into your high capacity or anything like that on your suit?
No, it's saying it's not even here. I mean, even if it wasn't my capacity when I went to charge mine.
Oh, you did the resave though, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that's what
the reload. You probably bought it, and then when you reloaded it, it's reloaded it after you've bought it. So it's like, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm assuming happened.
But yeah, before, even not after.
Yeah.
Not working.
I do not want to go there. I had a feeling that it cut the beacon instead of the space station. Where is the station? See, now that didn't pop up right away. There it is. Probably a little bit further away. Alpha Princess, what's up, everyone? Hello. And Game Operation. Hey, man, how you doing? Semtex, we got Alpha Pisces in here. I hope I didn't misspell your name. or mispronounce it or butcher it. We got Alpha
Hello,
Pisces in here.
Alpha. Hope you're doing well today.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well too, man. Just can't believe we just got done finding an Atlas version 3 pass at an operations center. I was looking for manufacturing facilities, but you know, hey, I'll take that too. It's a good find. I'm not going to complain on that one.
No, no. Whenever you find that one, yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, no. Not going to complain about that one. Okay.
Wait, is it
It's a cool weird name for a weird man. Pixis. Okay. It's spelled Pixis, not Pisces. So everybody knows that. It's Alpha Pixis. I'll try to remember that as best I can, man. I'm glad you joined the stream. It was awesome talking to you, man. Anybody in the chat as well, as you, if you feel like hopping into the party chat, the party chat's open. If you put your name in here, you know, I'll pause it real quick. I'll send you an invite to the party chat, and you can chat with us in the live on the live stream. It doesn't matter. That does not bother me. I invite everybody who wants to come in. That's more than welcome to do so. Look, they do have titanium, and they have what I need here. I believe I only need 10 of these. And I think it was 40. We'll go with 50 titanium. I'm not entirely sure how much titanium it needs. No problem, man. Where are you talking? Discord? No, on the PlayStation. Just the PlayStation party chat. We have it open. Anybody that's in the chat and anybody that's in here wants to hop in and talk with us, you're more than welcome. Bring your, come talk about your views, about what you think about the next update, questions. If you have questions for me, questions for Semtex. Sword's not here. If he was, I'd say, come and ask him for questions too. But he's not here at the moment, so I can't really speak for him. But yeah. All right, so let's. We're gonna create our version 3 pass, which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe opens this door for us. Correct. Bam! Look at that. Alright, so this room, not entirely sure what this room is for, or it does. That door does not open. This room seems to have some carbon in it, and a health station, which is really not doing anything for me. And nothing here that you can do on this. So I'm not entirely sure what something just... That's probably the ships outside. Yeah, so it didn't really do anything other than the fact that it did that, but that's fine. No big deal. We got another person in the stream here. We went from 3 to 4. Hello. Thank you for joining. While we're here and we're waiting, because we haven't really found a manufacturing facility yet in the system, just Sword system. So let's see if we can. Okay, I haven't got anything hooked up to my PS4 to do that. I have everything hooked up to my PC. Syntax, is that Sean Murray? Syntax, is that the Sean Murray? He is the unofficial official Sean Murray. Yeah, that was the joke. Yes. No, he's not really Sean Murray. I forget who. I think it was Was that Panda? We got another one. What's that?
Yeah, I think Cobra said it first, and then everyone was like on it because everyone was in the chat going on about it. I don't think I sound like him at all, but everyone thinks I is.
There's me showing me a handful of metal.
I do say like a lot in my speech, though, so maybe that's what it is, like.
Alright, we're gonna request dialect help real quick. And then ask for directions and see if the manufacturing facility. So it didn't really give me any place new other than shelter. Now, if this may be the same operation center that on the planet that we previously got the Atlas version 3 pass on, so we might not. Now that is a pretty cool hauler. Let's check that out real quick before we go. So is that. Operates slightly sound like him. No worries. A lot of us Irish people say a lot. Say like. People say like.
Yeah,
a lot.
it's part of the speech pattern.
They think Irish and British people sound. Yeah, I won't lie. They're for me. You know what I find to be very difficult is to distinguish between, and it's not anything ignorant meant to be, but it's not so much British people, but it's Scottish and Irish people. I have a very hard time differentiating between the accents. Now my friend, he said there's a little. My friend who took both of the languages in college told me that there's little distinct things that you can hear between an Irish person's accent and a Scottish person's accent, but they're very hard to hear. And British people do, you sound very like, in that sense of the accent that you guys have. Let's check this ship out real quick. It's only a 26 slot Sea Hauler. I'd love to find the S-Class version of that. I really would.
What's the economy of the system? Do you know that you're
No, it has a long tail. That's what I really like about it. It's not the shortened tail. It's actually a long tail.
Oh yeah, no. The reason I ask is if it's sort of medium to high class, there's a good chance that will rotate. The model will rotate through CB.
It's called a Gameox S41. It's blue. It's got these balls on the side with wings attached to the balls. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to see. It has 4 balls. 2 on each side, and then a tail with two wings, 1 on each side as well. It's a very nice hauler.
Sounds very much like what I'm flying right now.
I like it a lot. It's got a very cool look to it. The neck, it almost looks like a dragon. Devin is in here.
Yo, what's good? Good, man.
I am Irish, so Alpha Pixels is Irish. Wings attached to the balls. Yes. Yeah. Probably not the best wording of the day for myself, if I might say so.
So what's new, guys? We got new news for what's going on. The ARG.
Nothing to my. We were just discussing some ideas that we had for updates that we thought were good, and nothing set in concrete, obviously, that we know for sure or anything like that. Do we have any? But we were just discussing things that we'd like to see or things that would be cool added in.
Yeah.
For instance, I think that, and most people agree with me. Hi, fantastic. I'm glad you're back. Is that I don't believe necessarily that you should be able to customize your freighters and ships in the sense that you can change the way that they look, like physically, like their attachments and things like that. I do feel though that you should be able to customize the way that they look color-wise. If you wanted to change the color, I feel like you should be able to do that. I feel like if you wanted to add a decal for maybe your amino hub or the consortium or whatever it would be, you should be able to do that.
Yeah.
As well as maybe
like if you were to set up the say you were like Boyd and you were the founder as well, then you as the founder has the option to like create the decal.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So you get like a little Photoshop or whatever, and you've got like 50 different shapes. You can overlay them and change colours, make little, you know what I mean, like Call of Duty, your own little personalised little emblems. I reckon that would be quite cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Or even in the sense that, do you think split screen play will come eventually? I'm not entirely sure about that, Ninja. It's a possibility. I mean, they could, but to say that they will, that's not really my decision to say or even attempt to say. I mean, because it very well could not be. It's all in what they decide.
Do you think what?
The last Ninja 80 asked, do you think split screen play will come eventually?
Probably. I doubt it, to be honest with you, because the game's got so much to deal with as it is, and the game essentially would have to split itself in two, because it's not like it loads up an asset like a map, like you'd get in other games. It's like an entire universe.
What's beyond
I think
that
might be too much for the game.
Dark by Design says, who's hyped for next? I think that's every single one of us in here.
Hey, it's Dark by Design. What's going on, buddy?
I think that's everybody in here, man.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say
like-
that guy that was saying. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The Last Ninja said, like, in a Minecraft way. I don't. I have to agree with Semtex on that. I don't see that.
Yeah.
It would be very, very difficult with the way that they. Because you don't see everything that someone else sees when they come into a system. It's different. It could be different for everybody. You know what I mean? One person might come in the system. I don't believe that it's the same. Is that correct?
Yeah, the system,
Yeah.
the planets, the life, everything like that will be the same, but it's not synchronous.
Right.
So me
That's
and
what
you
I mean.
could be stood on exactly the hills glowing orbs, but the time of day would be wrong. The weather conditions would differ.
Right.
Kind of all of those variables. Where like the
Hi,
synchronous
swords
is
in
just
here.
about you both having that like set as for everybody there, so that you like the animal placements,
Yeah.
everything would be
Alpha.
wherever that player stood. If an animal walks in front of them 5 foot and another guy stood off, he would see that animal walk in front of that dude exactly where that dude sees the animal.
Yeah, Alpha Pixis just said that no, it would mean PS4 would have to render double at 120 frames per second for 2 images. Not going to happen.
I
it's
don't think it would be able
yeah.
to handle it, to be honest with you.
yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
the engine's already got enough to struggle
the
with.
things that we were talking about. Were,
I could
one,
see why he thinks that
That's a
though.
sweet
'cause
base.
Of,
Yeah, anybody
well-
who's sorry, anybody who's wondering, I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but the chat's flying right now.
Oh, no worries.
Sword is in the chat and said, "Oh my God, that's a sweet base." That is because this is Sword's base. Okay, this is Sword's living glass farm. Okay, that he made for everybody, and I've given him credit a few times on the stream, but he's just jagging my chain right now. But yeah, I do like to come steal your money, Sword, anytime I get a chance to. This is actually my second home. I keep telling him to get in the chat, but he doesn't
Get
get
in
in.
the chat, Sword. I know you're waiting for Zane to come back on.
Dark-
So am I. But
Dark
we can
by design.
multitask.
I would love them to add a feature to capture fauna, keep them in cages in a freighter, and be able to buy and sell on other players' worlds. Now that would be interesting,
That would be very cool.
but
yeah.
here's the problem. If and I don't know if they'll ever do this, but if they decide to make fauna set to a certain, I still got a mouthful of taco salad to the sword. To make the if they decide to make those animals like a lot of people are speculating, to be in a certain area when you go on a planet, or to be eating in a certain area or live in a certain physical condition, that might not be possible, considering that if they decide to change that, animals on a frost planet need to be on a frost planet. That's their living conditions, that's how they survive. If you put them in a warmer climate, they won't be able to survive. I don't know if that would completely be able to happen. That might be there might be an issue there. That depends on where they take the game, though. So that's up to them. They may take the game to where they may not change that. I don't know. That's completely up to Sean Murray and his crew. I don't have this game, so I don't know what it is about. Fantastic. This game, No Man's Sky, is a space exploration game. That's what it is. You have ships, you build bases, like this, for instance. You join communities, talk with people, play together, explore, learn things about the lore of the game, the history behind the lore of the game, trade, buy, sell, farm. I mean, you fight in pirate battles. There's so many different avenues of this game you could take. If you think you'd be interested in it and you like space exploration games, I would advise you to get it. I believe it. Is it still on sale?
Yeah, you'll find a lot of pre-owned on disc versions at the moment, super cheap.
Yeah, you
they're
can.
pushing out
You can find
the
but isn't it on
boxes.
sale in the PlayStation Store as well? Didn't you say
No,
that?
it was.
It was,
Unfortunately,
okay.
it's no. Yeah, it was about 3 weeks ago. They had it. For
Yeah.
a really good offer.
So
It was only 10
You can go to
pounds or
GameStop.
It
Go to
is like
GameStop and get it cheap
Subnautica.
there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I've never played Subnautica. You might have to ask Semtex or
I'd say Subnautica is very much No Man's Sky underwater, but only being
Yeah.
on one kind of planet rather than being multiple things. It's like a giant open ocean.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and apparently.
How do I join the chat again?
It's gonna be coming to
1 sec, Alpha. I'll tell you in a minute.
PS4 soon as well.
As soon as Semtex.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Speaking.
Yeah, I'm well excited about that because I'm definitely be playing
Al-
that game. That's awesome.
Alpha, if you would like to, drop your name or your screen name or your PSN name down here, I will add you, and I will once I add you, you will be able to see my public. That the party chat is public. You'll be one of my friends, and you'll be able to see that it's public, and you can hop in and talk and chat with us, and hopefully we can get Sword in here when he's done with his mouth full of taco salad, so he says.
Yeah.
Dark by
You
Design.
sure it's not Drunken Taco?
Yeah. I play on
He's not
PC.
eating him?
Dark Design says, I play on PC. I'm hoping with friends who abandoned this. I'm hopping with friends who abandoned this game come back in July. I'm hoping that friends abandoned this game come back in July. I hope so too. People that abandoned this game come back. I believe this is, as you know, Semtex and Sword and a bunch of other people have said, this update should give this game the ability to stand on its own two legs, and to do what it needs to do. Hi Slade, how you doing, man? Semtex Slade's in here. He said hi. He said hello, Hot Killers.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, Slade? It's good to see you, man. Okay, so.
Speaking of that, I was gonna ask you, Syntax. So I did end up watching the Cobra last episode, and when you guys were talking about the player model,
sorry to do this,
yeah,
but
no.
I feel I have to do it for the community because I feel a lot of guys popped over to sort of like hang with us.
They did.
Because Zane's stuff went down. I just wanted to let everyone know that he has actually just gone back live. So anyone looking to kind of
Yeah, I don't blame you for
support
leaving me
Zane
for
by
Zane.
watching stream or anything, hop on over, man. Yeah, like, you know, I don't want to take away from anyone else's stuff, but like, yeah, I just want to let everyone know that.
No,
it's
it doesn't
back.
offend me. I mean, Zane's a lot more versed than I am, but anybody wants to do it. But I'm gonna add. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna pause the stream real quick. We got Sword.
Hey, it's Sword,
I'm gonna
man.
add Alpha.
Yo.
Alpha
What's
Pixis
up,
in here
guys?
real quick.
Yo.
So I'm gonna pause the stream real quick while I add him as a friend. Oh, look at this. It's going. What's up, man? Alpha.
That would be awesome.
If the freighter things can't land on the planets, that you
Can you
could
just teleport?
literally beam me down, Scotty, you know what I mean? And that would be an amazing thing for like all of us as well, because that's
Alpha, I
like as
sent you an
sci-fi as it
invite,
gets, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's you know,
and add me a friend
it's
request.
pie in the sky, but it just seems weird that the character model stood on that little ring with little flecky dots that looks like a teleporter pad.
Yeah.
I want to catch up on a party chat real quick, or the not the party chat, the live chat real quick, guys. Dark by Design. Anybody play on Steam can add me. MS Green Label. Okay. Yeah, none of us play. I don't think any of us play on a computer. I'm not to speak for them, but I know I don't. I don't think Sword does.
Alex Check, that was in the chat last night on my stream. He's a PC player, and I know Zane's PC player.
There you go.
There's not a lot of them out there, man.
No. And then Fantastic is game just for PS4, or do you want game just for PS4, and do you want number 16 tomorrow? For an hour, I think.
Can I ask everyone else in the chat, does Operation Game sound quiet to you?
Yeah, if I
Does it sound
sound
like his
quiet,
microphone's
please
really
let
low?
me know, and I will up my microphone. If
I
not,
want to just know, just because I want to know if it's my headset or not, if you see what I mean.
What kind of headset do you have? I could probably give you.
Well, check your stream operation game, cause when I'm streaming and I got y'all guys on my headset, y'all do sound quieter on the headset because my headset volume is down lower
We'll do a
than
test
what
real
the
quick.
stream's putting out. So what I normally do is I'll check with my phone and my Bluetooth while I'm streaming. Just check the volume levels on it, make sure everybody's mics are pretty good levels.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Here
I
we
just
go.
I'm having a bit of a difficulty.
How do I sound? Do I sound?
So let's.
I can hear you fine and Sword, absolutely
Okay.
fine, but I have to really, it's like I'm really struggling to hear,
And it may be the party chat settings that you go into the party chat setting and turn your volume mic up for the chat.
I'm trying to listen. You guys are talking so
Oh my
fast.
god, I sound like such a redneck.
Yeah, it's all right. We all are.
I love your southern sounds.
No, I'm loud.
I
I'm
have
loud
seen
as
that,
heck.
I
Everybody can hear me. Sounds normal for me. Legend Productions. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining. TJ English guy is Sean Murray.
No, that's,
You're never gonna
that's
live the
Sen-
Sean Murray
Sentex.
thing down,
Yeah.
dude. You're never gonna live
It's
it
never
down.
gonna happen, is it? Yeah.
No.
I've been trying to downplay it as well as much as I possibly
The unofficial,
can, but no,
official
it's
Sean Murray in my stream right now.
I am genuinely thinking about changing my YouTube name to that.
The
unofficial
unofficial Sean Murray.
I'm telling you, man, do the beard, man, the beard. The British beard, that's it right
Yeah,
there.
I'd be down. Fantastic for tomorrow. If that's what if you'd like to do that. If I'm available tomorrow, I have no problem. Operation Game, did I give you my wrong name? LOL. No, I think I sent you a friend request on PlayStation. If you'd like to just accept it and join in. Joking, it's Semtex by Legend. I'm trying to read the chat. It's going pretty fast, guys. Give me a second. Pug Plays says, "Yo, how you doing, Pug Plays?" Is he Guildford? Is he from Guildford?
I am not from Guildford, but Sean does work in Guildford. Yeah. Sean's actually not from Guildford. Just to give you a bit of background, Sean's actually Irish, not English, which is another reason why I feel I don't really sound an awful lot like him, because he has a very slight Irish kind of tinge.
That's
Whereas
funny. Yeah, I didn't know that. I always just thought Sean Murray sounded British.
Yeah, he's very well spoken, don't get me wrong, he is very well spoken.
Is
Well, it's still part of the UK, right? I mean,
Pug Play has
You're
a
right,
question
yeah,
for
Ireland
everybody.
is part of,
Maybe you guys get a
is part
chance.
of the, yeah. Well,
Wait,
half of it,
even
I
though
should say,
Ireland's
half of
not
it's
its
part of
really its own country, it's I guess there's just like different like sections in the UK. That's what I've just been learning about. It's really interesting.
I'm gonna turn this over to Sword. This question. Pug Play says, "Is No Man's Sky worth it?" I will let you decipher that.
Yes. Dude, I bought this game in January this year. I put nearly 700 hours in it, dude. It is addictive.
Yeah.
Man, if you
Awesome,
were
man.
into sci-fi, any at all growing
even
up.
if you weren't.
Yeah, even if you weren't, man. If you're into like building stuff
Exploring.
or just nature or life forms, man, this game it rocks, dude.
Only
We have
Hello
to put it out
Games
there as
has
well. If
done
you're
an
into
awesome
getting
freaking
high
job.
British.
and just wanting to
Yeah.
look at something cool and wandering around and
Alpha.
seeing cool stuff, it's the best game you can possibly ever buy.
Alpha
It's the
responded.
ultimate. It's the
to you,
ultimate
Semtex.
chill game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alpha responded to you. He
What?
says, "Haha, Syntex said the right thing. He is Irish." And then Alpha said, "LOL. Only 6 of our counties are British ruled. Means 26 are ours." I think he's taking a stab at you. Just messing around. Okay, thanks for your
and I'm gonna tell
opinion.
you guys, the community
is
is
great.
what makes this game so awesome, man. I mean,
No.
just the people that are just completely willing to help out and help newer players. I mean, I ain't never seen this in any game I've ever played.
Nope. Never.
Well,
I haven't seen this ever.
It's
Actually.
truly, it's iconic. Yeah, me too. I've never been involved. I've never wanted to be involved. Never wanted to learn how to run an amino app or for the many different types of social media I have now found myself completely engrossed in just to be involved in this community. It's
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't even, like, I'm still kind of shocked by my own level of involvement in it, to be perfectly honest with you, for something that's not directly work related.
We love you too.
No, I'm the same. I'm a bit of a technophobe. I've got my PlayStation 4 and a smartphone, but that's about as kind of technical as I get. And even then, I sort of struggle and get frustrated with it when it doesn't work when I push the button. You know what I mean? So I'm completely
the big red button. It won't work.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
but
you know you're getting old when you start getting angry with yourself and having a go at yourself for not getting something to work, you know what I mean? It reminds me of my dad when I was little and I was like able to tune a VCR and he had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
What it makes me think of.
No,
I
know
hope they
it's
add zombies to the game, man. That'd be awesome.
Zombies.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen there.
Freaking crabs, they're just as bad.
Yeah, they're pretty much the zombies. Well, I wonder what the build limit's gonna be in the new update, since Sean was saying we'll be able to build colonies. So I wonder.
I'm
The limit.
hoping that colonies means multiple bases. The build limit, man, with the PS4s, just their hardware in the PS4, I don't believe could hold a bigger base build. I mean, like with my farms, man, like especially my liquid explosive farms that have more items on the ground. I mean, it's the same amount of plants, but like I said, the closer to the max complexity you build these bases, dude, you'll pull into a system and it'll take you 30 seconds to reach the landing pad when it starts lagging.
Yeah.
I don't think, unless they really, really optimize the game, and that's what I think Sam Swain was there for, was to optimize the build to make it more available. But I'm kind of hoping it's more multiple bases on the planet or system than it is giving me more room to build. Because if I have a 2,000 complexity, but I can make 6 bases on the same freaking planet, dude.
It
I mean,
wouldn't
it's
really
gonna
matter.
be a one-stop shop, dude.
Yeah, it wouldn't really matter, would it?
You're effectively doing the same thing there, though. Like, I think, multiple bases or increasing the build
very
limit,
similar.
you're effectively just doing the same thing.
Hand in hand,
So I
yeah.
think what they need to do is to lighten the assets and to make it more compartmental rather than having the thick structures like we have now with the round rooms and the square rooms and the sort of tunnels that connect them. I think what they need to do is have a foundation piece and walls, kind of similar to the way Ark Survival Evolved do it. So it's down to the way that you put it together, how it finally looks, rather than having sort of a predetermined kind of
survival.
Yeah,
and
that's
those buildings
ridiculous
they get
amount of
complex.
buildings.
Yeah.
There is literally vast factory-like structures that you can build in that. It's massive amounts. I think that Sam's probably it looks as well that Sam's kind of using those kind of the way that he's layering stuff together. That's how he's able to get a lot of it all in the same place. If you know what I mean? They're vast cities, aren't they? But you can't have super complex pieces. It must be quite simple for the computer to be able to render it all. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I've got a feeling.
Yeah, they have a new engine, man. That's how they're able to have seamless multi. Some people think that there might be lobbies. I disagree, because Sean Murray was talking about how you could just be on a planet and run into another player. So if your online status is working, that means that versus other multiplayer games, where you have to wait for a lobby loading screen, you have to wait to join a server. When you boot up the game, you're already connected to the server, and it's no loading screen, which will be so amazing, But to implement that must have took them a lot of work, and that's probably why it took them a long time, because they probably didn't want. They could have probably made it had multiplayer earlier when the game came out, but it would have not been as cool because you would have to probably join, you know, a lobby, you know, loading screen, which in this game, the only loading screen you ever get is when you revert back to save, and that's it. Everything else, there's no, yeah.
Every time you warp.
Yeah, every time you warp, it's
Yeah.
You
supposed
get
to be a
loading
loading
screens,
screen.
they just hide them with
Loading screen,
animation.
Yeah. Which is very
That's
good.
They got the prettiest loading screens in gaming, man.
Ever, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, we've
I actually
got to be
just had one
realistic,
up
like, that's
a
ultimately
few
what it
seconds
is and
ago
how
that
it can
everybody
work,
could
if you know
see.
what I mean.
That was a
Yeah.
warp, that was a warp loading screen that you just seen from me, and you can't even tell that it's a really loading screen. It just looks like warping. The
Yeah.
animation.
Well, and I
the
think they'll
thing
even
about
make
it
that
is-
faster too, because Rayrod was able to, you know, make it like the E3 kind of trailers where Sean just warps instantly. Because I saw people playing the Rayrod mod and it's like just like that, where it takes like just a 3 to 4 seconds, like
Yeah,
really
what
fast.
you gotta realize about the Rayrod mod, most people are playing the Rayrods on the PC, and a lot
Yeah.
of them guys have like really beefed up, what you call it, video cards.
PCs.
Graphics
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, graphics cards. Yeah, most
Yep.
of them guys that are buying the Rayrods mods and playing or streaming Rayrods, especially if they're streaming professionally, have usually got a computer build either custom or they've bought a high-end system that can support it. Because I mean,
Yeah.
there's some systems on PC that can't support No Man's Sky.
Yep.
This is why it might actually be easier development-wise, though, for Sean and his team to actually kind of take in like a inspiration from what Rayrod's done, and to take the feedback that the community's given, because there's a lot of stuff about Rayrod's stuff that people rave about, and I think that they can quite easily implement that, because instead of you having to build it so that it can work on a vast array of different systems with loads of different specs, the PlayStation 4 is a PlayStation 4. That you're dealing with exactly the same processors, exactly the same memory, exactly the same sort of like, you don't have to worry about any of those other optimization issues, you're just purely optimizing it just for that one system. Whereas Rayrod has to consider all of those different variables and actually put stuff in that allows it to work for someone who's got like a budget PC and then someone who's got like a $15,000 PC. If you know what I mean. So I think from a development point of view, it's probably easier for them to work with like a fixed system. You know what I mean? You would have thought so anyway. It would be less work in the long run, wouldn't it, to just make it for that one thing.
I just would love if the planets in the new update are either like orbiting or like rotating on its axis. It would just look so amazing.
Or have their sun in the center of it that you could actually fly around. Another thing that we were talking about the other day.
Oh yeah, I remember watching you and Cobra were talking about the clouds syntax and the little video. You know, I think obviously that's not going to be the game, because I mean, if you look in the space was black.
I think it might be a hint at cloud tech. I don't think
I think it's a hint. Yeah.
I think that's where I was trying to go with that, and I think everyone misinterpreted it as me saying, "Oh, that's going to be the new clouds." No, I think Sean's saying, we're going to implement the cloud tech, and that's going to again have make incremental differences, not just on the clouds themselves, but on the way trees, grass, all of that kind of stuff actually is placed on the terrain. If you know what I mean, I think it will improve all of that stuff.
Yeah, because that was like, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's Earth, you know, because she was showing like Earth satellite, you know, orbiting the Earth after she showed the blue planet.
I don't know if any of you guys that are in here, even people in the chat, I don't know if you caught me in Semtex, but we had a discussion about something that we were talking about, things that they could bring into the game, or that that would make it, more interesting or cooler. I don't know if any of you heard it, but I know Sword might have been in there talking about it, but we were talking about terraforming. Be able to terraform a dead planet or a dead moon into a planet that's livable.
That would be the diggity.
Now, whether or not, for me,
that'd be awesome.
For me,
the problem they would have with that is everything you see to the edge of the horizon as you're walking on a planet is being procedurally generated. And that the algorithm that runs the procedural generation on this game,
Yeah.
It builds as you go kind of situation. And
Yeah, but
I don't think
if
there
you
was.
think about it using that perspective, what you've got to realise is, yes, it's all procedurally generated, but you've got a list, effectively. So the computer says, this is the list of assets to generate said world. There's no reason that if you had a terraforming machine,
Yeah.
effectively, the inputs you put into that terraforming machine then are the assets for that planet.
Well,
So
then
I
you
don't
go back
think it
to
would be
the.
as hard as you think it would
Then
be
you
for
get.
that.
Well, then you go back
So-
into
so-
the lag issues with dropping into a base, because
Well-
what that is the
No Man's
is
Sky
the
debate
system,
team.
well, what it is the system switching over from the procedural generation to the stored safe data from the server when you
Yeah,
when
but
you
you
fly
wouldn't,
into a
you wouldn't
base.
actually be using a stored save data. You're using the game as it is, but instead
Well-
of it having a randomly generated RNG list of assets, you specify those assets, so it still just generates the planet as the game does. You're just inputting the commands for that specific globe, if you see what I mean.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
Sean
for
Murray
it to
actually,
do it for the rest of the players that visit that planet, it will have
Well,
to
yeah,
upload
that's
it
true.
from the server just like your base.
I don't know,
Yeah.
because you could input once it's terraformed, and once it's finished the terraforming process or whatever, it could
The
just
code's just
have,
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could just have that as like a predetermined thing that it just pops in, if you see what I mean. And because you'd have to code it in, but I don't think it would. I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility for something like that
Curious.
to be put in and implemented.
Add-
quite-
Yeah.
Wow.
Just to add in from the live chat for you guys, because they're talking as well as you are. Dark Design said dedicated servers might solve a lot of these issues, or all this.
The PvP aspect of it will have to be on not necessarily
A
a
dedicated
dedicated server,
server.
but it will have to be on a different server than the one we're playing on at the moment. Because at the moment it's all saved to our own personal PS4s, and this is how Rayrod's able to mod on PC, because it isn't being held on a server somewhere. It's just being held in locally, and that's how the game.
I wonder if
can
it
be
can
so
make it
built.
hard for him to mod if they do that, to change it up a bit. And someone was saying, who was it? Was it Bicycle Raris or whatever his name was? He was talking
Doom
about,
21.
yeah, he was talking about, I don't know if it was him or Legacy, but one of them were talking about how they might make it so, like, no one could mod, but they would make a file where it'd pretty much make it harder to mod, so it wouldn't affect multiplayer, something like that.
Yeah, they've effectively got to hold all of your character information on there, and they can't allow you to go in and write anything in that code in, because that's how
Yeah.
Rayrod's doing it. Or you can go in and you can take that piece and rewrite and play with those sliders. But they need to be able to stop that from happening so that no one can cheat effectively.
Yeah.
Dark by Design put somewhere input. He says they must have done a lot of optimization, because didn't Sean say we could build right across the planets now in the Xbox interview?
Nobody said that.
No. He didn't actually say that. The words he specifically used were you can build anything from small shelters to complex colonies that can span planets. But he didn't say anything about that is inferring that there's going to be like a bigger build limit or anything.
It could mean more bases per
Yeah,
planet or system.
Exactly.
More likely
it
it
could mean
means
that,
that.
like instead of now where you can only have one person in a system with a base, you could have say up to those 6 planets could be each like a different 6 people's homes, and it would stop the overwriting thing.
That
So you
seems
could all
more
live in the
realistic.
same system, and that would then be a colony. You know what I mean? If you think about an American colony, like from back in the pilgrimage days, where they could cross the country or whatever,
Sam
it would be
Texas
like
still
6 or
bitter.
7
Sam
people.
Texas still bitter.
We're sorry we left, man.
No, I'm just
We're
trying
sorry.
to think of it's the actual language they use, because Sean is such a clever guy. You know what I mean? I think that you can take a lot from what he actually the words he actually uses. You know what I mean? I think if you
Yeah,
if you
well,
look at
he left it pretty ambiguous, I think.
yeah.
You know, so really it's all conjecture what we're talking about
Absolutely,
right now.
yeah.
We're all hoping it's
But I
going
don't
to be
think
what our
we're going to
vision
be
is.
able to like build cities that are literally like planet wide. You know what I mean? I think that's asking for maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll see.
We gotta
I,
be realistic with it a little bit. Though.
Yeah, we gotta be realistic, but at the same time, we could get surprised. And you know,
yeah,
I
they
always thought
deliver more
those
than you think they're going to. Every
those
time.
buildings that people in the art were like, you know, those were either rocks, or I thought maybe those are not procedurally generated cities. Maybe those are just our buildings, like the little tiny colonies that we'll be able to build on the planets. So, you know, I'm curious to see how big you know, I could see maybe what they do, the buildings, I don't know what the build limit on Ark is, but it might be maybe similar to that or something, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, guys, you know,
I think the point is
we
you
gotta
gotta
be
keep
skeptical, but
you keep
Yeah.
your expectations low, and that allows you to first of all not be disappointed too much when it comes out, whatever it is, and it also allows you to be a little bit more surprised because they outscoped you what you were expecting.
Absolutely, yeah. I can agree with that more.
I just hope they add, because I just got it on the PC as well, and it'd be tight. I have a joystick and throttle that I can use for Elite Dangers and Space Simulators. It'd be so cool to use that for, like, No Man's Sky. Kind of tight.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
some,
especially for dogfighting.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to catch up on this chat here, guys, for a minute, because I missed some.
And if I seem like I'm a little lost in the conversation, just to let everybody know, I'm actually harvesting
You're in Zane's
bases
stream
on
as
the
well.
new save, and I got
Yeah.
Zane's stream in my earbud on one side of my head, and y'all's chat on the headphones on the other side of my head.
I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm playing watching Zane and talking to you guys.
So Dark by Design said that's probably another reason they brought Sam Swain, and then Alpha Pixis says, LOL, Syntax, you mad? It was the British that colonized America. LOL. And then Dark by Design
That's
said,
exactly what I mean, though. But like, I think a colony is like the definition, and that's what I was trying to get across. Is like the definition of colony might not be the same for everyone. Everyone could have like
Right.
a different opinion of what that actually is, and like what Sean's definition of that is, and what mine or your definition of that is, could be like different.
Those
Different.
bloody Americans.
and then
Colonies to me sounds kind of like a big, not like huge
Sounds like
cities,
a
but they
collection
sound
of
really big.
buildings to me.
yeah,
A
for all you
collection
know,
of
it could be
buildings.
the colony
That's all
could
I'd
mean
say.
the system colony, or it could mean a colony of systems that that are grouped together
What?
that
Yeah.
people have.
Yes.
But
Yeah, and Dark makes a pretty good point to follow up. He says, "Good thing they've
Yeah.
done all the hard work now, so future updates might come quicker." And man, I really hope that's exactly the case.
That
and that's
should
what they're
be.
doing it. And I'm hoping. I mean, it's not out of the question that another reset after this one, of course, might be
Right.
possible. But
I
man,
don't
I
know.
sure
I
hope.
think once they get the multiplayer in, I don't
Yeah.
think that they would necessarily have to do like a full solid reset. I think we'd
Yeah.
see changes to the planetary surfaces, but I don't think they'd be as fast as perhaps as fast as to cause
Well,
a reset.
Ennis.
Sorry to interrupt,
Ennis
guys, but I'm just
at-
gonna start a
wait.
live stream here right now.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm catching up real quick because there's some more chatter that was going on.
Ennis at
Alpha.
the DCC or whatever it was, the tech conference that he went to, he made mention of how minor changes, just as like
Hey guys,
textures
welcome to
or-
Exploring Life. This is Stardate 5. We are here with some buddies where we are talking about No Man's Sky, and we're just chilling. And is this also the stream where we interrupt each other?
Sora was right in the middle of talking, and he goes, "Hey guys, welcome to Exploring Life." And Sora's like, "Really?"
I
dude?"
told you I was starting the stream.
No, dude, no, dude. I
Oh, I'm
was
sorry,
like,
man.
okay, I'll go ahead and let him start streaming. I was
I'm
like,
just-
okay,
I'm
I guess
just
you're gonna wait
jagged.
on me then.
I'm just jagging.
We're all just chilling.
I'm
Yep.
just jagging.
Bought
him.
the first freighter, guys.
Alpha,
Yeah.
cool. Sora just
Go on,
got his
Sword.
first freighter.
Nice,
Did you
man.
get the 15 slot thingy?
16 slot C class, but it looked so pretty I had to get it, man. It was white
Yeah,
and
it's
red.
nice.
Ooh.
And it's the one that's got the little round disc that rotates on the front,
Ooh.
and it's got like
Oh, nice.
pods all the way down the main connection of the,
Oh, that
of the
looked
freighter.
funky as hell, yeah.
Heck yeah, man! I'm almost about tempted to stream the sucker. I will when
Right.
when Zane's offline. I'm definitely jumping on stream, man. 'Cause this thing is hot, baby. It is
Okay.
red and white.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you're gonna have to
dude,
send
it's
me
the
a
slickest
picture of
looking
that.
C class I've seen.
Send me a picture of that when you get a chance.
All right,
I call
I'll do.
Alpha Pixis says a colony to me means a wall around a small tented community like a village similar to Viking forts.
It's very descriptive.
It's very descriptive. I like it. I like the
I
way you
like
think. I like it. Considering now isn't it just curious? I know this is
Oh my
completely
gosh,
off No
I'm
Man's
so
Sky
lazy,
topic.
man.
I know this is completely off of a No Man's Sky topic, but isn't it considered if you have Celtic in your background, aren't you considered you're considered to be a descendant of the Vikings? Is that not? That's correct, right? Because Celtic was Viking.
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celtic. Any,
You're
if
right,
you have
Celtic, yeah, it would be.
if you have red hair and a lot of the signs are red facial hair. A lot of the times it's red facial hair. If you have a red facial hair, or even red hair in general, you are known to be as from a Celtic background, and the Celtic background was Vikings that actually came over on boats, and they well, we all know what they did. I don't really approve of what they did, but Viking wasn't a nice term. It meant to rape, pillage, and kill.
Actually,
Alpha Pixis says expect small, hope big. That's a
Yeah.
good outlook, honestly.
Yeah, Panda, he usually, man, when he'll get in a stream and talk, that's kind of his pet peeve, man. Speculate all you want. As long as speculation doesn't come expectation, you'll not get in
Yeah.
trouble. But what happens
Yeah.
is a lot of people get into where they talk about it and speculate it so much, like this VR crap. Man, I'm telling you, people
Yeah.
was talking VR so thick. When that Wear ARG portion come out,
yeah.
everybody, I mean, even had me convinced we was getting VR. I'm serious, and I'm like, no, it's not going to be VR, man. Xbox does not have VR right now. They're not going to release VR to PS3 and not have
Well,
a VR.
They
I
might-
don't know
platform.
about that.
no,
And-
I mean they might.
It's
Sorry
an
to interrupt.
exclusive
I was just gonna
PS4.
say. Yeah. Well, yeah, they might. So Xbox is getting exclusive 4K HDR. So then they might get PlayStation exclusive VR.
Which would be
so
very-
if
Reasonable.
Yeah, so each console would have their own exclusive thing. Like PS4 might not get the
They couldn't do
HDR
that.
thing.
They couldn't do that. No offense.
Uh-huh.
Why not?
From
VR.
Because everyone would buy it on bloody PlayStation. No one's going to buy an Xbox copy if
who
you've got a
was it said
VR
they wanted to see a
version of the
picture
game
of that,
on. You know what I mean?
I do.
But Xbox will have the
Operation.
HDR 4K version,
Yeah,
so
but you've got
they'll have their
PlayStation
own
Pro,
kind
which
of.
is already HDR compatible.
Yeah.
So
Who
you've
was it
already
that
got
see a
that improved
screenshot of the
graphics
freighter?
stuff.
Me,
You'd
Operation.
have to do it on both. You couldn't.
Operation?
Yeah.
It's too much of an advantage
I-
for one.
Here's the thing that some people don't really get with VR, and they think that it's just people think VR is just a PS4 game, and it's not. VR
Yeah, I
is
sent
a
it on PS4,
completely
you check it
different
after
build
stream.
for a game. When you build, if you have a game
Uh-huh.
that's not VR, for instance, I'll give you an example, was Elder Scrolls Skyrim. That was not a VR game originally. They had to remake that game to be able to put it on a VR. It's not the same coding that goes into a regular game. It's very different and very, I'm not going to say difficult, but I mean for the average person, yes, it's difficult to transfer a game from regular to VR. It's not going to be something that you do overnight. It takes time. For them to do it with No Man's Sky,
Uh-huh.
they would have to have a completely separate team working on it. Like they would have to have it would have to have its own separate movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not. It's not where it would be like, oh, hey, here's your No Man's Sky, you know, just pop on VR and you'd be able to play No Man's Sky. No, you'd have to buy a separate, it would be a separate game. In the same sense as that, you know, you can't pop up Skyrim VR and play it without a VR. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
It registers the headset, it registers your camera, it registers your motion controllers, or just your regular controller, whatever you're using, but it's still, it's a different coding for the game.
Oh man, I don't have enough resources for the glyphs.
Alpha said, hold on, Alpha's got a couple in here that I missed, 2 of them. He says, I am, I guess a previous conversation, I am Norman descent and have a dark hair. Normans were Vikings that bred with the Irish and French. That's true. I'm not saying that there are no Celtic or Viking background from people that don't have red hair. I'm just saying that if you do have red hair, you are known to have a Celtic descent. You have Celtic in you if you have red hair. Not to say that nobody else has it or not. It was just, you know, a statement. And he also said, it's an app, but it's evil. Maybe there will be a companion VR app. Anybody think of that yet? Yeah. I don't, a companion VR app.
Yeah.
I don't see them making a companion VR app. I don't. I mean, that's not, like I said. I don't see it. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening. It's not something that I see them doing.
I think they are going to make, not a VR app, but I do think they're going to make a, because you look at the Myriad thing, I think they might make some kind of app that we can use on our phone while we're playing multiplayer, because lots of other games have similar stuff to that, like Fallout 4 and other games. We just have a,
Say Rockstar stuff? What the fuck?
What? This is not No Man's Sky After Dark, dude. What are you doing? What happened? Why are you upset?
Oh no, Simtex, what's up?
Did you not hear of that on the stream?
No.
Yeah, he just mentioned you, dude.
Both of us. He said, yeah, he just talked about our stream.
Well, he's
he was
doing,
like, yeah, him
you know,
and Sam
nanite barter I was
texted
showing
you.
you?
should go and check
Yeah.
it out. What the fuck?
Did he really
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah, he just called out. See what it
Just
is?
called
He's at a
both
trade
of us.
station, and he was doing the nanite trick I showed him. 'Cause I told him about that like a month ago, and he caught the stream last night after the fact, and watched part of it, and he just called us out and plugged our stream, dude.
Well, tell him I
What the
appreciate.
fuck?
I appreciate you know, the love. Then I'm
Well,
not
you
watching
wasn't
it.
on last night, that's why he didn't drop your name, Operation Gate. But he did say we had the party chat up and several people call in. It's that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, I appreciate either way. Even though giving it some love, I appreciate. Alpha.
Heck yeah, man. But hey, like I said, man, if anybody comes over from his stream to catch us
That's cool.
afterwards, shoot, yeah, man. We plug you enough, you know, during our stream. Shoot, yeah, man, you'll get some subs off of this.
Oh no, I appreciate
Yeah.
anybody that takes time out. Everybody that's watching right now and chatting and everything. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to check out the stream and chat with us and hang with us. Alpha just said I would like if they make an app that shows our inventory, etc., like a Pip-Boy. That would be a good idea.
That'd be tight.
That would be
Yeah.
a very solid idea. I agree with him. That I see nothing. I don't see that as being a very hard thing to do either.
Oh, that'd make it so much easier, man. Just like have your phone right there, and you're just flying, refuel your ship right away when you're being attacked.
Yeah.
Be pretty handy.
Now, didn't we talk about if they were to add in the ability to I don't know if that's even possible, but we did. I think we touched on it in a couple of streams before too. The ability to drive your freighter. A few people wanted to know that. Me and Sword said I don't really see that happening. There's no physical area for you to go in and drive the freighter. It's not like there's a cockpit. You know what I mean? You have an operations center with several people in it. There's not a chair where you sit in. I mean, they could add it in. They could. But I mean, that itself, I think, would cause a lot of lagging issues. A massive ship that big, you know, being able to be driven. I feel that I think we've talked about this before. I feel that they would definitely make maybe a ship that sizes between the freighter and our ships now. So it'd be like a mid-sized ship that's not as big as a freighter, but fairly large. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Sword?
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I missed it.
Oh, you know what, Sword? We're skipping Sword, and I got the next person. I'm just kidding.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Real quick, before I ask Sword the question again, Alpha said, yeah, it would make my tablet more useful in the game room. Yeah, it definitely would. No, what I said was, a lot of people, when we touched on this a few times, have been coming in the streams and ask us, can you drive your freighter? Would you think it would be possible to be able to drive your freighter? And my opinion is, and we've said it before, it would be a great idea. It would be awesome. But here's the problem.
What?
I do feel that it would cause a lot of lag. It's not a ship. It's a giant freighter. It's huge. Driving that around.
It'd be like trying to drive. You ever see the advertisements for the pods where they come by and drop it off and you load it up all your crap and then the truck comes and moves it somewhere?
Yeah.
Driving the freighter would be like trying to drive one in pods. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
And that's
it's mobile storage is what it is.
Right.
It's like a mobile base to me. I mean,
Yeah, same. I've always viewed them in that light, but it's like a base that you take with you if you're not someone who wants to build a base.
Right.
And
you look at the
or someone who settles.
Well, that and you look at how they done the flight mechanics, and for each different ship, you have a different flight mechanic. Like the haulers are a lot harder to handle. They have
Right.
really good shields.
right.
And like the explorers are really agile, but have or explorers are really agile, but they have crap for weapons. And then you got fighters that don't have really good shields, but they handle really well. If
You wanna know-
like flying the freighter, you're talking like driving a freaking 80 foot.
Put it this way.
semi-truck.
Put it this
I'll
way.
tell you what.
Driving the freighter would be like driving the classic 60s or 70s cars that were like freaking boats. Okay,
I
take
think
it.
where we're going with freighters now is you're going to probably see interactable like turrets, defense systems, and things like that, and they already have warp capabilities beyond that of our normal ships. And I think we're going to see that's about all we're going to see as far as ability. But I think defense and weapon systems and things like that you're going to see added to these things. I just
Right.
think that's what's going to happen there.
Now I said this before, just a couple seconds ago. They may make mid-size. I could see them making a ship between the ships we have now and the freighters, but I don't see them making the freighters be able to be driven.
Before or after submarines?
Who knows? It might be after the
They've got to put a lot more life.
Tinkerbell
a lot more
comes
depth
in and
the
grants
ocean
all our
for that
wishes.
to actually be a thing worth doing, to be honest.
Alpha said, "Are
Just
you?"
throwing that out there. Keep seeing that from
Are-
people.
Yeah, I'd love it if they put in bigger sea creatures. I'd absolutely love it. And I
Yeah.
don't want to come across as a naysayer. I just think that they have to give you a reason to go and explore underwater.
Yeah, for sure. That's a long ways off. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Alpha asked, "Are any of you guys part of any of the No Man's Sky discords?" I am not. Anybody else maybe?
I'm in the Zane's World and Cobra's Discord.
Okay, there you go.
I don't really like Discord that great, so I ain't in there very often.
And then Dark Design just said, "Imagine those ships drop roamers on another team's planet doing raids." That would be pretty cool.
I'm not gonna
Doable.
lie, man. Like, I'm properly down for PvP. I like PvP games anyway, so like I don't see it as a bad thing. I think they're gonna give you the choice to be part of that or no, and I think it would bring a really, really fun element to the game that kind of is missing. It'll make the universe feel a lot more alive if you can go in and have a battle with some other people over some crazy resource that everyone needs. You know what I mean? It's just gonna bring that depth. It's gonna
make a lot more
such
people
cool
happy
thing.
overall.
Yeah, it's going to be a really cool thing, and I don't for 1 second think that in any way anything they implement is going to take away from the PvE kind of game that we're all playing at the moment. You know what I mean? I think that all of those tools.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily. agree with that, just in the sense that like we were talking about last night, you know, by adding, you're taking something away from it, kind of. Because right now, what you have is an exclusivity that the PvE players have. It's our game, you know what I mean? Like, it's the way a lot of people view it, is this is just it's an exploratory game, and that's all it was ever intended to be, and all it will ever be. And they take that really hard line that way. I don't. But a lot of people do.
They do. They want it to be a PvE solely only game because they don't want any interference into that PvP. I don't necessarily feel that that's right, though.
I don't either.
I feel that you can add many aspects into a game that generally and honestly improve the quality of the game. And without, you know, maybe we don't know what the PvP is going to tell, so all this is speculation. I mean, they're
think about it like Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft's an amazing game. It gives you loads of freedom. You can explore, you can build, you can do all of these amazing things. But I tell you what, when you're playing that and doing that with someone else, it's a hell of a lot better experience, and you get a lot more sort of replay value. And I think that's what multiplayer is going to bring. I think everyone's looking at like multiplayer as having negative connotations and being attacked and like constantly getting griefed and like horrible experience that people have had in other like first-person multiplayer games.
Right.
I don't think Sean's stupid enough to put multiplayer in a way, that's gonna make the vast majority of your player base not like the game, because they've invested, they love it for what it is. It's gonna enhance all of that. It's not gonna take away from it. I'm absolutely positive that Sean's clever enough to implement it in a way that would do that. I have absolute faith in that.
Yeah.
And I hope, like, everyone else in the community starts realising that that's ultimately all we need to do is just have faith in Hella games. Sorry, I had to.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I just get upset with everyone sort of seeing that they're putting such hard work into doing what they're doing, into bringing us this game into, like, everything they've put in so far. It's not in a way that you would have imagined it before, kind of thing. And we were surprised by so much of it, and it's all added to, like, the depth of the game and the kind of the alive feeling of the game. Like, the universe feels more alive now than it's ever done before, just with the updates that we've already had. And I think that they're going to continue in that vein forward. I don't think they do anything that could have negative connotations.
No, I would agree with that 100%. There's no reason to assume they would veer off course of the direction they've taken and have remained steadfast in this whole time. You know.
Yeah, it seems mad to me that people kind of consider that as being something that they would do. I know they've got to appeal to a much bigger market, but you could do that in the way that Minecraft does, not in the way that Call of Duty does. You know
right.
what I mean?
It doesn't necessarily have. It could be the way, like you said, that and a few people said, it could be the way Grand Theft Auto does it. If you want to be in passive mode and do your thing in passive mode, you're very welcome to. If you'd like to join and fight, then you may fight. You know, it's probably like you said, it could be a decision-based thing, how you feel that day.
Yeah.
Or it could be.
I've always thought.
Go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was. No, that's fine.
It's the interrupting
Elder
stream.
Scrolls Online. The Elder Scrolls Online, the way they did that with the 3 factions, I don't know if you played that. I've never played GTA, so I don't have a reference point for that. But the Elder Scrolls Online, they have that. You can enter that certain zone, and it's a 3 faction deal there, kind of just like we have here in No Man's Sky. And I always thought that would lend itself pretty well to if they did, something like that.
They've already kind of got it set up like that as well. You could choose
They
the
do.
Viking, the Gek, or the Korvax to like fight on the side of, so to speak.
Have you played that Elder Scrolls Online, Semtech?
I haven't, no. To be
I
honest
have.
with you,
Oh.
but I have played PlanetSide 2, and the way that they do it is that there are 3 separate factions that are all kind of sort of battling for control of certain areas, and I think that's probably the kind of thing we'll get with No Man's Sky, is kind of 4-player versus 4-player versus 4-player versus 4-player kind of thing. That's the way I think they're going to implement it. I think they're going to have like teams of 4. You'll have up to 4 teams of 4.
Right.
And there'll be like objectives and things
That's
like
what I
that.
think,
So that
yeah.
you can like wingman, and you can like that would sort of allow you to then have those epic space battles, like Sean said. You know?
Right.
So then, if you're breaking them down into teams of 4 and then taking the possible classes into consideration, you know, how would that play out? Like, you know, traditional 4 versus 4. You know, a lot of times like fighting games, you have a tank, you know, and you know,
you could, like the new ships that we see could be everyone's sort of speculating that they're multi-crew ships. I think that's like a valid speculation. I think that you could quite easily house smaller starships within that freighter. You could have up to 4 in there because that's only one row. If it's made slightly longer of what the freighter would be inside, it wouldn't be that hard to put it in. And then you could have people having the choice to like either man the guns in the freighter while someone piloted, or someone could be like the guy that dealt with the shields and like pushing power from one area to another, and then you could have another guy that was out wingmanning alongside, or 2 guys outside that were wingmanning along outside. So you could have that, like that's. I just think that would lend itself really well to the game we've got now. If you know.
You guys remember the movie Star Trek Nemesis?
Yeah.
Where they took the shuttle down and they had the like the exocraft in the shuttle, and they just shot out the back of the shuttle, and then they had the like the little rover.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
Reminds me of Serenity as well.
Yeah.
You know, when they pick them up, they're in all in the exocraft and it was flying along, and you like drove in the back and they escaped. Like Serenity is like kind of my idea of what that new freighter should kind of be. That kind of idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would work perfectly for this, because you know, that would be amazing.
See, like, if you haven't noticed, if you play, some of the newer players I can see not noticing it, but if you've noticed and you watched a lot of sci-fi growing up, if you play this game any amount of time at all, you start seeing all the Easter eggs, or all the things that were adapted from the sci-fi series. That is in this game. I mean, like our portal system,
the number
that's
42.
Stargate, dude. It even makes the same noises when you dial it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They've taken inspiration for so many cool sci-fi things. I think they can't fail but to do that, and I think that's what Sean was implying with the whole. It's going to be like Battlestar Galactica, Starship, like Star Wars, Star Trek Away Team. I think that's what he kind of means. Is that kind of journeying together and like going to strange new places, like, you know, kind of perspective.
That's so awesome.
I think that would be amazing. But I think it's got to be split apart from like the thing that we've got now. I think we're all going to start new day one on the update with the multiplayer aspects.
You know, when we get player models and there's going to be like 4 people teams, I'm going to be trolling the snot out of y'all guys, because I'm giving y'all this useful information now and telling y'all guys all this cool stuff you can try that works. Man, we can get to where we can see each other and I can record this crap. I'm going to be telling y'all kinds of stupid junk so I can record y'all doing it. Just screwing with you. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it actually turns out this sword is the biggest troll, and he is in fact that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm playing the long game, guys.
He's making sure he's getting you all rich now, so he can come and steal it back off all of you later.
Oh yeah, man! Heck yeah!
I always knew you were like
So
that.
you go and farm those
I
farms
was on
for me,
Panda
boys.
Show. I think I told them guys that. It's just one big massive troll, man. Feeding you enough useful information, you'll believe me when I give you the BS. Yeah, if you can manage to fly backwards into your freighter's warp reactor, you'll actually get an extra upgrade. Had people out there trying to back into their freighter. They'll be out there all day. Crap! It keeps turning me around. I can't back into it.
I'm so hyped for this thing. It's going to be such an epic experience.
I'm telling you, man. I think my hype button is broken.
I've been on
so
hype
ready
since I
for
saw Sean in that fucking interview, man. I've just been constantly like adrenaline.
I can't believe I
yeah.
have Sean Murray in here giving me an interview right now.
Nice.
Where's Panda? I wanted to put it up. Wanted to put it up on Twitter.
Oh man, Panda, he's got a lot going on at the moment.
No,
I
that
ain't
was.
seen him in
No, I'm just saying that night
probably
was
2 days.
hilarious when he said that to put that on Twitter for you and all that. I did notice that all of a sudden your chat
Dude.
started rolling, and I'm like, what
Yeah,
the heck's
no.
going on? And then
Like I look back at my videos like the day after and see how and I mean everybody's got a little vein spell they want to check and see, but I look back at my videos every day after we do a broadcast and I look back and you see how many views it had and who if I got any new subscribers and this that and the other. And most of the time I'll just post a thank you or something in the amino to whoever whoever I recognize come over to the chat and all. And dude, after he posted that crap on Twitter, man, I got like 10 new subscribers and it had like 50 views. I'm like, holy freaking cow!
You deserve it, man. You deserve it. It's
you do
entertaining.
deserve it,
man.
but it was
Yeah,
just hilarious the way that
shush.
it happened, as I think what it was.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, this channel ain't nothing more than it's easier for me to show it to you than it is for me to type it. I'm just lazy. YouTube's easier.
Like, that's all it needs to be, though. But if like a lot of people like get interested in that, then that's not sort of. There's no negative thing to that. Like, yeah, that'd be awesome if loads of people learn. You know what I mean? That's
yeah, man.
a massive helpful tool for the community. And if you're doing it for fun, even better, because you haven't got an ulterior motive, like you see a lot of YouTubers out there that do. You know what I mean? Whereas
I'm
yours,
kinda like-
you can tell that you're like utterly genuinely just trying to help people, and people love that, man. I do.
Man, I'm
That's
kind of like
the only reason I
Simtex,
wanna
man. I
stick around with it.
heard him plug me on a stream, and I'm like, what?
I know, yeah, I was like a little girl. It's crazy.
Man, yeah.
I can't believe he mentioned us. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Well, I
He
mean,
must
you
have
know,
watched it. He must have seen it.
yeah, he
to say
did.
that,
He did.
you know what I mean?
See, I invited him to watch the stream one day, cause I told him, see, he's got a PS4, he just don't have it hooked up. And I was like, dude, you ain't gotta play with us. Just jump on the party chat one day and say, hey, dude. I mean, cause like I said, I talk to Zane a lot. Not on air, kind of like message stuff and ask him questions. Because like I said, he's where I learned half this crap from.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a walking repository of everything.
Yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
you need to know in this game, and he really is. Like,
Because like when he done the trade route, man, I PM'd him or DM'd him on the amino, and asked him a few questions on how to set that trade route up. Because I tried to replicate it in the consortium hub, and he didn't mind a bit jumping on and explaining what I needed to look for and how to set it up. So like, yeah, man.
nice guy, man. Properly nice.
Heck
I was
yeah.
trying to watch a Wayne's World video on reading the glyphs, but it's still confusing to me.
Oh, what the hex?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, I already have 2 glyphs now, but I'm trying to. Can no one get 16 glyphs, or is that fixed now?
It's fixed. Yeah, it's fixed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me and Sim went and knocked out 16 glyphs the other day.
Nice. And what's the trick? What do you?
The
We went to the
TOG, Top of the
TOG.
Galaxy guys have actually got a planet that you can go to where you can get 14 glyphs in, I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
Roughly an hour, I'd say, like if you say that.
Okay.
Probably a little bit
And how do I
less.
find this?
If you just go into the Amino app and
Okay.
go into the Galactic
Yeah.
Convergence area and
Well,
just say, hey guys, I'm looking to get my glyphs, someone will put the screenshot up for you.
You can go into like any of the amino rooms and just go into a chat and
Okay.
say, hey, does anybody got the portal code for the TOG glyph planet? Somebody will pull that wiki up and give you a link, or they'll take a screenshot and post it for you. And you just
think
go to that
the-
planet, man.
The Bulgur, Anger, or whatever amino hub will probably have that.
Bollinger, I don't know, because I know a lot of the aminos share data and share resources. I know the consortium, the TOG, and the Amino Hub Amino, and the No Man's Sky Cafe actually have cross membership. Cause I'm in all 4 of them, and there's several amino guys in all 4 of them.
Okay, let me see if I can find.
What's up, Sam?
there and I jumped out. You know, when you land and you jump out your starship, you turn to like get it and it like takes off. It just.
That sucks.
I was like, no.
Well, just do like me, man. Say, yeah, it was a C class. It was a C class. I wasn't gonna get it anyway.
It was, man. It was big. It was terrible. It only had 5 slots.
Yeah, it only had 5 slots. Yeah, because I've actually landed at trade stations, and when I got done messing with the nanite barter, look around and see a badass hauler taking off, and I'll be there for another hour and not see it again.
Yeah, you know that. It's the worst, it really is.
Yeah, it is.
Or the worst one where you're in the wrong ship. You've just popped down to get like some family or something. You're like in one of your good ships. You land down there and then all of a sudden there's something epic lands, like a mad exotic, and it's 20 slot with 6
I
tech.
got the
You're
listen.
like, oh, you can't
Okay,
buy
guys.
it.
I'm getting ready to drop some knowledge on y'all guys that's going to change the way you play game. Because Simtex reminded me when he said you got the wrong ship. Dude, find you if you're gonna keep a hauler, because not everybody's big hauler fans. If you're going to keep a hauler, get you an S-class 48 slot. It's the most valuable starship in the game. It's 128 million units for the ship. Okay, when you get ready to trade when you get ready to go hunting for a ship, be in your S-class 48 slot hauler. The reason being is any other ship besides a 48 slot A-class hauler, you'll get for free. Because you lose 80% of your trade, or you lose 20% of your trade value, or 30%. I'm sorry, 30% of your value of your ship on trade. So that 128 million unit S-class hauler is worth 92, 93 million, something like that. And I'm just guessing, ballparking it, on trade-in. So unless the ship is worth more than 98 or 95 million units, it's an even trade. What you do is you be in your S-class hauler, trade in for the new ship. Then immediately, as soon as you trade, go back to your S-class hauler and trade back to your S-class hauler. Call in your freighter, go up, grab a junk ship that you've already pre-bought. Because what I'll do is when I get a freighter, I'll buy like 5 junk ships to have in case I need them. Go back up, call your freighter into the atmosphere, fly up, switch into one of your junk ships, come back down to the trade post. You can drop a beacon if you want to. Most of the time I'll call my freighter in just above the trade station so I don't lose my place. But the ship you traded out of or traded for will show up on your radar as a dot. And you can fly back to that trade outpost and trade out and it not cost you nothing because that's your ship sitting on the pad. The only warning I give you is do not bump that ship. Don't touch it. Don't get nowhere near it. Walk up to it slow. Because when you leave that planet and go back to your freighter, it glitches to where the landing gear is not on the pad and it's just hovering over that pad. If you bump it, you'll be really sad because it'll float away. But you can trade out that junk ship for the ship you just traded your hauler for and switch back, and it not cost you a dime. Boom.
You can do that on your ships. You
Mic
can do
drop.
that on your freighter as well. The
Mic
other way
drop.
to do that is to be on your
Ladies and gentlemen,
freighter.
and that's what you call the money shot.
Switch, then just do the thing because it's still on your freighter. You don't even have to.
Yeah.
You can just
Well, I
trade
mean,
out
it
and
works
get
in
all
space
back up.
stations. It works in your
Yeah.
freighter. I mean, but the thing about it is, as long as you don't do nothing that causes the load screen, or do nothing that causes like the save data to reload, like reloading your save or leaving the system, that ship will be there. Like you can go visit other planets, go to the space station, do whatever, and come back and that ship will still be sitting there. The only way to get rid of it is to leave the system and come back. But hey, if you'll check on my channel and look at some of my really early on videos, I got like a little 6-7 minute video of me kicking an S-class hauler and watching that sucker float away off into the atmosphere. Because I didn't know that would happen when I done it, and I accidentally recorded it. I didn't even know I recorded it until a few months later. But yeah, that's one of the first few videos I posted, but my hauler's just sitting there doing a small, just real slow drift off off in the planet, into the atmosphere. Dang, I got y'all guys speechless.
Speechless.
Yeah, man, yeah.
No, my mic was off again.
But shoot, yeah, man. That's the when you find a, because that's what I'm doing now. I just bought that freighter. I'm actually I'm gonna have to go hit a couple farms real quick once I get the warp drive upgraded on this thing, and I'm gonna go trade for a S-class hauler so I can start collecting ships on this new save.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I need to make my, oh, I don't know, 450 million or something.
Okay, Traveler.
Oh my god, go and run your farms for
Oh,
a couple of
piss
times.
off, Stephanie.
Do what? You having sentinel issues, brother?
Nah, they just keep coming after me, and I just, because I'm mining some stuff. They can suck me.
I've never seen any of those big walkers yet. The most, like, I've ever only gotten, like, 3 stars on me, you know? That's it.
Do you got a? Do
Well,
you have
don't lift
a?
until you got a bunch of those on your ass.
Do you have a base set up yet?
Yeah.
Exploring life. You got a base set up?
Yeah.
You ever get a sentinel inside your base?
No.
If
Never
you ever
had
get a
one.
sentinel trapped, if you ever get a sentinel trapped inside your base, shoot a sentinel in your base restrictive area and stick around for a while. You'll see a walker.
Now, don't listen to him. He's trying to get you all killed and stuff.
Oh yes. Yeah, don't do that unless you're prepared to like do some really fast running.
Uh-huh.
Doing some like Call of Duty crap where you roll between the biodomes and shoot when you can.
Yep, they'll
And they're
just keep
brutal
coming.
as well, the walkers, aren't they? They really are.
Yeah, man. You
Alpha.
can go.
Alpha just had or said something there real quick. Yeah, not really a PvP or a multiplayer guy, so I'm looking forward to quality of life improvements like a weapon wheel. I hate the current system for. I guess I'm assuming he's saying he hates the current system for current
Mode
system for
swapping.
mode swapping. Yeah, I cut it off on here on the TV, my TV screen. Yeah, I don't think a weapon wheel would be a bad idea. I don't think anybody else disagrees. A weapon
Yeah, I think
wheel
that's quite cool.
wouldn't be a bad
It would be
idea.
easier.
It
I like the
proves it.
fast menu thing. They could implement it like that rather than it be a wheel. Maybe just have like instead of pressing down on your D-pad to bring up the quick menu, you can press up on your D-pad to bring up your like.
Yeah, you
just
could
slide
have
along
some
right or left
have
for the
some
weapon
hot
station weapon.
hotkeys, as they call them. I
Yeah.
guess.
I think one of No Man's Sky's, I don't know if I'd call it a failing, but because you're substituting style a little bit, is the user interface seems really clumsy and wonky to me compared to some other. Oh, guys, I gotta go.
All right, brother.
See you, buddy. I love
Peace,
you
buddy.
too. Dark by Design said, what do you think of Sean saying it's like Battlestar Galactica? Do you think the space combat has developed so much?
Yeah.
We all think it's going to be great.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of looking forward to. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm
We found one. Sorry.
I'm prepared for PvP, but I ain't sure if I want it. If it's a new mode, I'll have a save in it. Honestly, man,
It's going to bring so much to the game, man. I think everyone's going to be really pleasantly surprised at how much it's actually going to bring and how much fun it's going to really be. I genuinely believe that. Yeah.
I just know me, and like me and PvP games, I get too competitive. And,
Oh no, not
know,
you, Sword.
It doesn't like me.
I can't imagine that. Yeah, I really can.
I really can't imagine it being competitive in
Yeah.
any way.
Well, you know, and like I said, in this kind of gameplay, my competitiveness is like, it's annoying to some people, but not like a completely obnoxious, you know, jerky kind of competitiveness. But like PvP, man, I'm a whole new beast when it comes to stuff like that. 'Cause, the amount of trash talking I do, like, you know, gets multiplied by 1,000 times.
Yeah, I'm surprised you. I'm surprised at you, Sword. See, normally I'm
How's
the bad.
that?
I'm the bad one, and Sword's the good one. If you've watched any of my previous streams, and don't take this the wrong way, I just don't give a shit. It's just me. If you accept me for me,
Yeah.
then I am who I am. I'll never lie to you. I'll tell you the truth every time. I'll tell you how it is. Most people don't like that about me. I don't care if they don't like it or not. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're not, then great. But don't expect me to change my opinion on you. I'm sorry. You know, I say it how it is. Sword has a little bit more, what do you call, finesse.
Finesse. I like
Finesse
that.
to the way that he says
Classic.
things. Me, I say how it is, and I don't care if it's politically correct or not correct or any of it. So
Yeah.
I'm a nice person, though. You can ask him. I'm a very nice person.
Operation Game is a very nice person. Very. Until he gets bit by a dog. I'm joking,
Nothing
man, I'm
to
joking.
do with it, okay? The dog bit me. I did not bite the dog, and I did not do anything to the dog to be bit. He keeps going back. to it.
Yeah, I'm
It's starting to
sticking
piss
on
me
you, dude.
off. No, you doing it on purpose.
I am.
Oh,
Oh,
enriched carbon. There we go.
Nice. That new blueprint.
Yeah, new. I think it is. Let me see. Yep, brand new blueprint.
yeah, that's a
Operation
good
Game
one.
found the Atlas V3 pass as well earlier.
Yes, I did
so
today. Did find that.
Nice.
I don't
Caught
hate
mine
him at
last
all.
night.
I'm not jealous. Honest.
Hey, Simtech, make you feel any better? I found mine yesterday.
Oh, I'm not jealous at all. I really like you. You're my bestest friend ever in the whole world.
I think he's lying. I don't believe him anymore.
I'll be honest with you though, the journey log is a lot harder to finish out than the catch and operation centers. I mean manufacturing facilities. I'm sorry. Now it's like I was telling Simtex in the Operation Game yesterday. I multitask when I'm hunting blueprints. Instead of like getting stuck on one thing, doing the same thing over and over. Like I'll hunt tech, and what I'll do is I'll warp to a high economy system that I'm looking for that specific tech for that life form. I'll drop into their system, check the trade station or the space station for tech, and if it don't have nothing I like, I'll ask the NPCs for directions. Hopefully, get a manufacturing facility, knock out a couple of them if I can get 2 of them, and then search a trade station, do some nanite bartering with the trade station, check the ships and see what's going on, and then probably catch a couple drop pods and then roll on to the next system. And I'm there like maybe 30, 40 minutes, but I've done like 6 freaking things in that system. You see what I mean?
I got a transmission
Instead of
tower.
like sitting
Should
on
I-
one planet trying to find 2 dozen drop pods. You know what I'm saying?
Let's check this No, should we check the transmission beacon out? Or should we go to the next one? Let's go to the next one because I just don't care.
You must have, if you hit the any one of the ships that are defending the freighter by accident, or if you hit the freighter by accident, it won't give you a reward.
Yeah, it won't do anything for you. At that point, it considers you a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Life is a game. How you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
Well, they actually adjusted it to where you could get by with more of it. Like if you had like a random shot that hit even clipped the freighter, you wouldn't give you a reward. But they lightened it up a little bit to where you could, like, you know, as long as you didn't open up and like really catch one hard, you know, you could get by. But like I said, if you're shooting one that's close by the freighter and some of your overshoot or your missed shots are hitting the freighter when you're hitting the pirate, yeah, man, you kiss that warp cell goodbye. Can y'all guys hear this crap in the background
I hear nothing.
on my mic? Yeah, I got some Peckerwood neighbors that got dirt bikes last week, and yeah.
Can you say that one more time just for my chat, my stream?
Do what?
Can you say that one more time just for my stream?
Oh, so I got some Peckerhead neighbors
No,
next door
no.
that's got dirt
No,
bikes.
I want the real.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good.
I'm good. I'm good.
I want what you
I
really.
gotta start being nice. I
He
can't
said
be mean with
Peckerwood.
twice.
You hear him? He's gone wild
Oh,
this
yeah,
weekend.
Peckerwood.
It's on the weekend. He says, you know what? I let
Just
OG
watch out.
usually do
There's
it.
no
I'm gonna
holding
do
it
it
back.
today. I'm gonna start going crazy today. You know, you
Holy
take-
cow. Dude, son of a... Dang it. I landed on this freaking lunch planet and I was looking for Heridium. I found a good stack. When I hopped out the ship, like 10 animals started attacking me. Yep.
They
Dang
love
it.
you. They wanted to give you kisses.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm telling you, man. This update, man, has got the fauna acting
Oh,
stupid.
There it goes. Cargo swap.
Oy. So what's everybody doing in game right now?
Having fun. What about you?
I'm actually trying not to do nothing I don't want to stream, so it's kind of difficult. I was going to do some farming the bases, because I mean, you know, if I do that for like an hour on stream, it kind of probably get tedious, just to burn my
Right.
units up. But I run across a freighter that I didn't want to pass up, so I actually jumped on it, and now I'm doing some upgrades for the tech on my ship that I'd already got. I just haven't had the materials installed, so I'm actually hunting resources for it. Not getting my warp drives upgraded and my shields, pulse jets and stuff. Now I'll probably jump over to finishing up my drop pods. I think Simtex is like put my tail on drop pods this week.
I just wanted to get it all out of the way, so when I am farming, I don't have to worry about like just doing one thing at a time. I can just like rinse through the whole lot and craft it all with the space.
Heck yeah.
It's so much easier than that. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I've just lost all my bloody nanotes. What happened there?
What you done went and bought, man?
I could
You
have.
make no,
Do you know what? I
you
could
ain't
have.
made no 6 a.m. nanite purchases, have you?
No, I found essentially all of the tech that I need to find, like for my exosuit.
Cool.
I just
You got
need
them
to.
theta upgrades?
Nah, I've got all the basic ones. What I find, I mean, the thetas are awesome for the but it's just I find it's better just to put the basic one in, like break it and rebuild it, because it's just cheaper to do
Yes.
that and you still get the thing.
Yes. Yeah, for those y'all don't know what Sim's talking about, you can actually bust down a Sigma upgrade and rebuild it in your suit instead of recharging it, cheaper than you can recharging it. Like the materials that you use to craft it into your suit or add it onto your suit is worth less than the zinc required to charge it.
So every time it runs down, you just re-break it, rebuild it in
Yep.
there.
Dang.
Re-break it, rebuild it in there. Like you might take a tiny little hit on your health, but as soon as you rebuild it, your health will build back up anyway. So it's not really a
Yep.
not thing.
I'm telling you, man.
My children are deciding to play a game called Throw Everything Down the Steps. I don't like it. Everybody got quiet.
I think me and Simtech getting hung up on Zane.
I
Alpha
got a
says
little bit
offers
of
a
lore there
game.
that I was reading through as well.
What are your guys' opinions on adding mini games to No Man's Sky, like a best time board for EXO
Absolutely,
races,
it's gonna
maybe
happen.
some sort of card game?
It's definitely going to happen. They're going to have to flesh out what you're able to do in multiplayer. They've got to, because it would be amazing for us to all go to a planet and to explore and stuff like that. But if there's nothing to do beyond that, it would still be the same game. Because you could see your friend, but that would literally be the only difference to how we've got the game now. Like me and Sword went and hung out, you know what I mean, and did the
What's
port
up,
path and everything,
Michael?
and that was cool. That was really good fun. You know what I mean? And that was just as good a multiplayer experience. I don't think to me it didn't matter that I couldn't see what his character model looked like. We were still able to do that together, and I don't see just being able to see each other making that much of a difference. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm telling you, dude, I went a couple weekends ago. Hibaxia had set up a couple creative bases, or several creative bases actually, and set up races for people to come join and meet up on. And man, I had a blast. Nomad racing is fun.
I think that will be more fun when you can see other people's vehicles and that when you're all.
Well, I mean, you can see me and you seeing each other, the little orange icons when you're in the Exocraft. Yeah, you can see that when you're Nomad racing.
Oh, okay.
It's just,
it's essentially, That's what I mean.
like I
think
said,
they've got to add more multi-games like that. They've got to add more things like the racetracks to make it, to flesh it out, to give people things to do.
He said,
that's why I get so wondered why people's,
he said Fable and Rage had cool mini games. I'm not entirely. I don't think I've ever
guys that
played.
are working in Hello come from Lionhead Studios, which
I don't think that
worked on
I've ever actually played
Yep.
those. I think I played Rage. I don't believe I played any of the other ones. But it'd be hard for me to say. Dark Design says Ghana? ? I don't. More descriptive. Be more descriptive.
Elaborate.
My children are screaming, so.
Which I'm guilty of that too, man. I'll get in a chat and it's already on delay, so you're rushing trying to type it to stay in the topic on the conversation. So you shorthand stuff or you don't completely fill in the question or comment. And I've stumped Zane up several times, man. I'll post something, he's like, what? And then by the time I post another reply, he sit there and guess like 3 or 4 times what I've said or what I'm talking about. Well, we was talking about VR, but I was talking about, all the speculation with the wear in the AR. Everybody was just, everybody just had their minds made, with no confirmation whatsoever that there was going to be VR in this game. And I'm like,
Utter silence.
Yep.
You okay there, Sword?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you stopped talking halfway through. I just wanted to
He
make sure
took
you were
that
still
straight
alive.
down, though. He did take that tweet straight down. Because, and I think that was, because people were...
I think somebody said, hey, dummy, quit messing it up for us again.
I don't think it was that it's in there and that he took it down for that. I think he took it down because he didn't want to give the impression that that's in there.
Uh-huh.
So that people can't call him out on it if it's not in there. Would they'd be like, oh, you tweeted that Morpheus and that was like, VR confirmed. It's like, I don't know.
Well,
I think he's
and
be
you gotta
really
admit though, even with the community, man, they hang on for every word the man says, and if he says anything that alludes to anything we're speculating on, we take it as confirmation.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know
I
what I'm saying?
guaranteed. That's why I said what I said in Cobra's thing last night when we got those character models. I was like, oh look, knee pads, crouching confirmed. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like you can take it's all subjective, and you can all you can draw anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's why I
Teabag.
reckon we got knee pads. So great. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Teabag
Dark
guys,
Design
yeah.
said, LOL, yeah. Alpha Pixis says, imagine a treasure hunt type of minigame. Get clues hidden in chests and follow to get unique player-made items.
What's that? Sorry.
Alpha said, imagine a treasure hunt type of minigame. Get clues hidden in chests and follow to get unique player-made items, is what his exact words were.
Well, in a similar vein, like it would be cool that, like Cobra said, that they would put tools in that would allow you to create story missions and stuff like that people could complete. You could upload them, and people could rate them on like how fun they were, and they would be on like a board of kind of like missions that you could go into in the space station, like player created missions.
Right.
That would be awesome. Because then you've got like a never-ending game, haven't you? Because like you're literally only limited by the imagination of the people that are. Why am I not getting the fucking nanites then? Where are they going? I don't understand.
You missing nanites?
No, I'm like doing the freight. You know where you do the freighter thing, and you're like shooting the things. The nanites just disappearing. They're just not there.
Should be going
I'm
into your
looking for
ship
the,
inventory,
the little
isn't it?
flashing. No. It's
Oh,
like,
no, they
They
disappeared.
explode into the ship. Yeah.
No, they disappear if you don't collect them like right away. That's the reason I don't do that, because I usually miss more barrels than I get.
No. This is like how I do it, kind of thing.
Oh, no?
I've never. Yeah.
I don't know if they've tweaked it lately or whatnot, but yeah, I started doing that crap where you bust the containers and then go catch the little flashing barrels that pop out of them when they explode. But yeah, if you don't get back there fast enough, they'll explode and you won't be able to get them.
Oh, that's better. I'm in space. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I've been in space. Ah, son of a gun.
That is very cool, Freya. I've not seen one of those before. Huh.
Let me just check this. Dark Design said, I hope we do get a new type of Sentinel also. Alpha Pixis says 3 words, reprogram Sentinel follower. And then Dark by Design said, not sure what thing was in the background of the Inside Xbox interview. I'm not sure what that was. You'd have to ask Sword. He's seen it.
No, there was some kind of. They seen something in the background they thought was a new Sentinel. But I ain't got a clear enough picture. I seen like the background where they circled it and posted it up. But like I said, you couldn't hardly make it out on that picture. They might be a clearer picture, had been shown up since. But yeah, I ain't seen nothing. But yeah. Well,
Yeah, it does actually state in the lore of the
they use the
about
portals.
them teleporting in, and using portals, and also the energy coming out from inside the planet, which is quite a weird thing. I thought that was quite mad.
Yeah, man. Love the lore.
Yeah, it's deep. It's very deep.
That's something that, like, man, if you ever see Rick McPherson in one of the chats, pop in, That's when you ask questions like that, man. That dude has collected lore on this game for years. He's like a dude. I mean, he'd sent me a friend request, and I Panda's one that told me about him being so deep into the lore. And he's come on my stream about every time I've streamed. Just say hi or hop in and talk in the chat or whatnot. But shortly after he sent me a friend request and I accepted. He sent me a freaking screenshot of a lore interaction with a traveler, and the traveler's name was Traveler Sword, spelled with instead of an O, it was a U. I was like, that is so freaking cool, man. How do you know? And go into your go into your save, because this dude's got thousands of freaking screenshots for lore pictures. You know what I mean? Like, he dropped some like memes, dude. It's wild.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've screenshotted some of the lore that I found like particularly kind of like, I don't know, it stood out to me. It was like, oh, that's like a really crazy sort of thing, just so I can go back and read it again, just so I can be sure that that's what it actually said. I think it's quite cool.
Heck yeah.
I'm interested with the part in the lore about the Gek not actually being a Gek when you're in your base. It's actually, like they say, that it's like the Gek is the skin, but it's not actually. The other dude says, I don't think he's actually a Gek, about the construction specialist, the farmer. When you finish the farmer's missions, he's all like, oh, and then he stays when and like it gives you the option to smile, so you've both got a secret that you both know that he's not really a Gek, if you know what I mean. That's how, like, that's
yeah,
kind of way it applied to me.
I think that it leans towards the lore about us being in a simulation, because basically, and it's spoiler alert if anybody doesn't know, you ain't real up on the how the simulation of the game works, but basically what we exist in a simulated world. If you run through the Artemis missions, you'll have the choice to do to Artemis what we've had done to us, to where we're in a simulated existence, and we're kind of like in this ain't the real universe. This is not the real, everything we're doing now is not real. It's a simulation.
Guys,
I don't
mean
you
to cut
visit
you off,
okay.
I'm gonna be going. So I don't know, just because I know we have a good amount of people watching. If one of you guys want to pop up the stream and let them know you're gonna be popping it up, keep these guys, because they're kind of, I think they want to stay in here and chat with you guys, but I gotta go. So
I'll flag the stream. I'll start broadcasting.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
So
go ahead and kick up your stream.
If you go to all lowercase Semtex UK, SEMTEX UK.
Hey, Semtex, jump in
join his channel.
Operation Game stream real quick and post something in the chat.
Yeah, before I get off.
And that way everybody can tap
Click
your
on your
link
name.
In the chat.
Okay.
So he'll do that for you guys, because I'm going to be ending my stream, because I'm getting off. I got some stuff I got to take care of.
And if y'all ever see me post something in anybody's chat, if you tap on that name, it will open up the options on YouTube for you to go to that channel and you can subscribe or view.
Actually showing up as being live.
You might have to type in my name. If you don't have your bell hit, you won't get notified if I go live. If you don't have the notifications hit.
I think I did though.
You might have just subscribed. That's a separate button. You have to hit the subscribe button, and then once you hit subscribe, you go to the right and hit the bell button.
It's just Operation Game, isn't it?
Yeah, capital O, then one word, Operation, then space, Game, capital GAM. Thanks, dude. I subbed and liked. Cool stream. Oh, no problem, Alpha Pixies. You're more than welcome. You see me on, man. Jump in. If you're on PlayStation and you have a party chat or you have a mic and you see the party chat open and you add me as a friend,
what the fuck?
pop, or we can exchange information at some point. Pop in there, man. I love to talk with you guys. I like to get you guys' feedback, and we like to discuss and debate things about the game. It's just healthy talking.
Is it live? Are you
Yeah, it's live. Yeah, I'm live right now.
For some reason, it won't let me post a comment.
It should top. No, you got to put the top chat. You got to put it in the live chat. Just type in the live chat. Say hey.
Yeah, no. It's...
Top chat. Are you doing it on a tablet? Cause mine don't have top chat on my tablet.
Yeah, tablets might have live
it's on
chat.
my mobile, yeah.
Tablets might have live chat. Mobile phones will have top chat. Yeah, you'll have
I've
both.
got
Yep,
the,
yep.
Oh, it's coming up as streamed 1 day ago.
No. I'm streaming it right now. It's live. 2
That's
hours.
what I mean, yeah, this is what...
I started it 2.5 hours ago. Should have been, roughly.
Oh, I totally messed up, guys. I had the last time I was playing this game, I had 6 planets discovered in
What's
zoology.
the name of the...
It's just Operation Game. It should be right on my channel. It should be the only one up there, the most recent one I've done.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, no, for some reason it was showing me your stream from yesterday and not your one today. It just kept putting me into like that one.
Yeah, so just pop down there, pop the chat up, and just say hey, and then everybody click on your name. So what he's doing is Semtex is going to type in the chat here, and you'll see it pop up in a couple. Well, you'll probably see before I do because I have it a little bit of a delay. But you'll see it, and when it pops up, if you click on his name and go to his channel, you can subscribe, and he'll put up a live stream. Just subscribe to him, give him some subs, and just hit the notification button. Then you'll know when he goes live, and you all can hop over to that stream and continue to chat with him and Sword. I may be back on later tonight to do some chatting with you guys, but I may be playing a different game. But you're more than welcome to hop into that as well. It doesn't bother me at all. But for right now, guys, I'm gonna be heading off. I'm just waiting for his comment to come through on the chat. Did you send it?
Yeah, I literally just put it in now.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so that right there, click on his name, take you right to his channel, subscribe, notify, and then you'll be able to see as soon as he gets live, you'll be able to see it immediately. And hop over
And
to
I will
Semtex.
probably kick up a stream here in about 2 hours
Sword-
and join Semtex.
Sword
I'll be
will
on
too.
the chat until then, but
Yeah, so
but
if you
yeah,
guys
I'll
get
pick
a
up
chance,
stream here in a little bit
Hop over
after
to-
Zane shows in.
hop over to their
That's-
channel, get Sword's information, get Semtex information, subscribe to both of them, give them some love, give them some likes. They're really good dudes. And I'm going to be heading off for now, so I'll catch you guys later. I thank everybody for coming and watching and coming and chatting and discussing.
See you, buddy.
I'll see you guys later.
Catch
Y'all have
you
a good
later.
night, alright? Same to you guys. I'll see you later.